Hello, chatters. Chatters, beware. You're in for a scare. And tonight we play more Sweet Home. Your cousin's old knickknacks, but he got mad. Now, why would that be? Called it fatherless behavior and threw me through a wall. It was hurtful. All right, yeah, you made me laugh. You succeeded. Uh, prize? Sorry, nothing. But hey, Sweet Home. This was pretty cool, right? Hopefully. Alright, so I think last time I don't know, we uncovered some lore about, what happened, and that there are crispy babies afoot in this house. In fact, they were maybe thrown into a furnace of some kind, which, I don't know, pretty metal if you ask me, but, we're, on our way to try to, stop that shit from occurring again, or, like, from the ghost being haunty and stuff, so, like, that's how it works. Game window looks a little quiet, let me just turn that up a touch. There we go, that should be better. Alright. Coming close to home, but also because walls are hard. I mean, drywall, soft wall, hard wall. Just depends on what the material is. Now, was it a brick wall? Was it made out of plaster? Was it just like one of those, traditional Japanese paper walls? It's really like a big difference between those. And how bad your injuries are gonna be. Oh, wow, that's not... If that's not an RPG, I don't know what is. Step 1, get hit by dog. Step 2, hit dog. Step 3, PETA gets mad at you. Step 4, profit? Alright, so... let's continue on with this, saccharine home quest. Let me know if the game is still a little bit quieter than usual. I may have screwed with the settings a little bit when I was recording Payday over the weekend, so it might be a little off. Oh, that's not the team button. I still don't know how the controls in this damn game work. Alright, Taguchi, do this. Push at the statue. Now, do you have the bow? No, you do not. Okay, so... we're gonna have to do this the long way. Team up. Get you across. And get over here. Let's see. While we do this tedious task, I was thinking about how, I don't know, slightly thinking about when I had the intro music for today. If, Does The Binding of Isaac actually count as a horror game, or does it not? Or is it just a kind of, gross game for both symbolism reasons and the sake of being, gross? I think I'm more into the party of it being just kind of on the latter side, because, like, it is... I mean, I kind of just said it out loud, like, yeah, it's all meant to be symbolic and things. But, I don't know, at the same time, there is some pretty horrific shit in that game between, skinless things walking at your ass and then, constant themes of dying and getting, jump scared by delirium and shit like that. I could see the case going either way, but I don't know. I think I'm more in the party of, it is probably not a horror game. What's this cute little thing on the floor? Rune axe? That seems a little old. Well, made of Lego bricks, fine physically, but mentally you may never recover. Maybe until the next Mega Man game's out, they'll mentally heal. That's when Lego Man comes into play. Does have a lot of horrifying things in it. Down for some Isaac streams. Yeah, I would think about doing that at some point. I mean, I would maybe consider doing another, if I want to embark in another, like, Eternal project after I, once the Mag Memo 3 Eternal project vibe is, long escaped me and I say, God, I just want another game that lasts me months. I could do a Binding of Isaac thing. Because let's go longsword. Yeah, sure, I guess swap these out. I have done Dead God on that already, on my own, just a long time ago. I say a long time ago, maybe a couple of years ago. And that game's hella fun. It's just, it does in fact take forever to actually get it all done. Items, what are my items? 2 maces. Okay, well, let's diversify our portfolio here. Mace and shiny sword. Alright, I guess we'll, yeah, that'll work. I think if I did actually do a, you know, I don't know, I'd maybe start off instead of just going full-on Dead God. And I mean, the good thing about, you know, Isaac is that you could just stop and pick it up again whenever you want. What? The key doesn't work here. Loki? There we go. I would probably want to do some modded characters. Like, my favorite things from Isaac, or I think my favorite mod for Isaac is one for, oh, right, I don't want to go in here with multiple people. That's a bad idea. My favorite character mod is one that somebody made called The Deleted, in which, you can basically play as, at any time, the, well, the Tainted Deleted basically would allow you to play at any time as the, TM trainer, with that from the very start, but then you also have some extra perks to, like, recycle things and, actually get stats instead of just being kind of completely at the whim of the game. And it's random bullshit. And I love, but I mean, hey, I love random bullshit. I love the TM trainer random bullshit. It's genuinely one of the most fun things I can think of in a game, for it's just like, you know, just items with basically completely random stats that could just screw up the game entirely. Like, hell yeah, you bet your ass I'm gonna get behind that. I don't see anything else like it in the game, you know? Nothing else quite emulates the idea of just completely breaking things and, you know, doing arbitrary code execution without even trying. So, I'd probably start doing some of that, and then maybe I could move on to do some other things. 100% all the expansions bars the latest one. Do you mean Repentance? Because if you haven't done Repentance, you're missing out. There's so much stuff to do in that one. Get Akiko. I accidentally messed up the party. Oh well. I think of the patience for Isaac much used to. Give Isaac another go. We're playing Gungeon again any day. Yeah. Oh, wall looks thin, huh? Do I still have a hammer on me? Probably don't. Let me see. No, not that button. Yeah, no, I can agree there. Gungeon's a game I've tried, and it's like, oh wow, this looks fun. And then I was just like, I don't know, this is kind of stupidly difficult. I'm not really into it. Okay, I need to go back for a hammer, it seems. Alright, let's go. That's it, I'm getting me mallet. Remember days when Anti-Birth was just a high-profile mod for Isaac, now a full-blown official expansion. True. I hopped on the Isaac train pretty late. I was not super into it for a long time. I just kind of was like, I don't know, popular little indie game, and like my friends who would play like some of those popular things, it was like, I mean, they were really hit or miss. Sometimes it's just like, okay, this is like a mid-card game, and other times it was like, oh, well, that might actually be a little interesting. And like, so I knew of Isaac for a long time since just Afterbirth came out, but I was just never took any interest in it. But then I believe I saw, I think I watched some Albino Vivo play, some Repentance when it was coming out, you know, some of his stream highlight stuff, and I was like, well, actually, this game is maybe not so bad, and, I gave it a shot, and it turns out that, yeah, I really love the game. It's just a shame that I tend to only get into things, like, way after their popularity wave. I don't know, I have that kind of, what is it? What do you call teenagers who, just don't want to agree with things because they want to be different? Contrarian? Yeah, I have that contrarian streak about me, and I couldn't just accept that there might be a good, a popular good game out there until a little bit after it was, at its prime. But, you know, then it came back into its prime, and so it's like, totally, I'm right? I'm on the right time for this. But yeah, I mean, Repentance is a blast, though. Like, I really love that game. And especially because, like, I don't know, it was one of those things where it's like, wow, this really feels, like, super challenging and overwhelming at first, but, like, the longer I played it, the more I'm, like, really, like, honestly, one of the easier roguelikes I've ever played. I mean, I've gotten used, like, the other roguelikes I would probably compare it by, in my experience, is, like, Slay the Spire, which is a very difficult roguelike game, depending on, I mean, it is at least for me, because I'm not still getting, like, the card building kind of stuff. I only understand so much where it's like, okay, you don't want too much trash in your deck. You want to make sure you have good draw, but then it's like you also need to make sure that you're, you know, also planning for, like, different scenarios. Like, okay, you need some AoE, and then you also need, like, some powers to scale your stats a little bit as you go on, and you need enough block versus enough offense. It's just a lot to balance, and I'm terrible at it. And so I'm, like, only at, like, Ascension 7, 10, which is, like, halfway up the game's maximum difficulty. So that one's really tough. I still don't quite get it. And then there's the other... I think probably depending on how you play, the toughest roguelike I've played was Noida. Noida, so for any unfamiliar, it's a little game where you play as a Finnish witch type character. And, you know, you go around, you collect wands, and you're actually able to collect spells to put on the wands that will fire off in a certain order, and you can basically program your own spells, basically. I mean, you know, I say program, not in, like, the very literal, like, computer programming sense, more in just, like, the, you know, put things together and, you know, make a chain of logic flow, but not with, like, literal coding or anything as dumb as that. But that game is cryptic as hell. And then also, oh, okay, I guess I didn't really need the mallet then, did I? Well, I have it now, so I might as well save. Not only is the game cryptic as hell if you want to, like, do all the weird secret shit in the game, but then the game also, like, that game wants to kill you at every single possible opportunity. There are literally just, like, you know, for examples, the game has different alchemical substances, you know, fantasy substances in the game, such as polymorphine and teleportatium, which, as you might be able to infer, the first one will cause you to polymorph into a harmless creature, being a flying sheep in that game. Or, with teleporting, or teleportatium, will make you, well, teleport in random intervals in mostly guided, but still a little bit random directions. Oh, it's a pain in the ass. And it's just like, you only need to step in just a couple drops that happen to be on the floor. So if you don't notice that there's, like, a pink or a blue liquid putting off some vapor, it's just like, whoop, well, suddenly you're, like, being, you know, either 1 HP vulnerable sheep or, like, just being teleported randomly all about the map for a little while. And, I don't know, hope you don't die, hope you don't teleport into lava, hope you don't teleport into acid, like... And not to mention also all the spells in that game just, like, kill you. Half of them are meant to kill you, not the enemies. A skeleton. Ah. A trap. Drawn to your death. That's crazy. I would never fall for such a thing. Is that a cat? It's a silent cat. Interesting. Soy milk. Oh yeah, sorry. Catching up. Yeah, soy milk with Isaac. I am a soy milk enjoyer, so especially in Repentance, it's very good stuff. Anyways, I know that all right, I just saved. Let's see the funny thing happen. Whee! Emmy. Oh no, I'm here. Hurry. What are you talking about? Oh, it's just all of the corpses trying to, you know, chant us into the grave at the bottom. Creepy. Let's team back up. Let's use not that one. Team back up. Use the pick. And we can get ourselves out of here. Without issue. The other two, I don't know. I guess we'll have to make someone go back for them, huh? Party, item, Who has the bow again? Actually, no. Who has the pick? Asuka. Okay, Asuka needs to go over there. Okay. Big on Rebirth when it first came out. Still remember the days when Admiral Baru did runs on his YouTube. Meanwhile, his channel nowadays hasn't been touched in years since he moved to Twitch. Yeah, that's always kind of a sad thing that honestly happens for, you know, a lot of content creators. I kind of... I think that might have colored partially my distaste for Twitch when I was a little bit younger. Was just the fact that everybody I liked just ended up becoming Twitch streamers instead of continuing to make content on YouTube, because, you know, once you're kind of in that phase of like, all right, well, my view count is down and my subscribers are mostly empty. But, you know, there's still a handful of loyal people here. Well, might as well just go on Twitch and do the things that, like, takes the least effort, but still the most devoted people will stick around. Oh, hey, Upside Down Zombie. That's crazy. It is actually kind of fun, though. I love how this enemy is the only one that, like, pops from the top. Kind of give you a, you know, fuck with your expectations a little bit. Also, green color. Yeah, so, I don't know. I always hated that. But, I mean, obviously nowadays I get it. It wouldn't exactly be something I would hold something against someone for. But, yeah, it was always a sad day. Like, I remember when, like, I used to watch a lot of the creatures, so, like, SSOHPKC, Uberhexor Nova, Z-Royal Viking, them folks. I was really sad when the SSOH and Uberhex or Nova went off to, like, you know, Twitch land, because, like, I never got to see any of their actually, you know, funny, stupid antics ever again, unless I wanted to go to another website. I used to call them roguelikes. How many of them have actually played the original Rogue? Yeah, no, I've never bothered. I think it's one of those things I would like to explore it one day, but, like, it's, you know, who has the time? I mean, I guess I never, you know, I will always search the bottom of the retro barrel to search for, so I guess I won't run out of content that way. Whenever I'm like, okay, well, I'm running out of an idea, I can always pull for Rogue. Yeah, and then Metroidvania still come around, so, but it's, you know, once somebody comes up with something, it's not gonna be over with. I think this is a stronger version of the other ones. I'm not gonna. Oh, god damn it. Kazuo, this is a bad time to get frozen. Alright, well, Kazuo, you're gonna get flattened by a boulder. Sorry! I left him to his fate. Flattened by boulder. It's kind of like how, you know, other terms like, even throughout, like, you know, real world stuff, you, still hear... I mean, you know, bug for a computer caught on when it originally was like, okay, well, a moth was in a machine once and caused problems, so... you know, all the, what are they called again? I know fucking... Remember, I heard it from, like, fucking Vsauce Michael here. Retronyms? Not retronyms. Misnomers? Things like that? Something like that. I, you know, love that. It's always a fun little cultural touchstone to be like, yeah, you have to dial somebody, you know, with your telephone. You don't dial anymore. There's no knob. You use you touch a button and you pretend that you actually want to do this voice-to-voice interaction with somebody. It's what we all do. Alright, team back up. Save up again. And moving to Twitch, uploading their exclusively. Adios. Yeah, it's pretty sad. Thankfully, I don't think there's ever going to be risk of me wandering my way over to Twitch. Unless something, like, catastrophic happens with YouTube. I think that I'm pretty solidly over here. I have no desire to, A, learn Twitch culture, B, abide by all of Twitch's insane rules, C, not have an algorithm to support my, you know, content and advertise for me. Yeah, Twitch does not seem like a place I would actually want to be. Also, not to mention where it's like, I remember I saw a graphic while watching, like, a, you know, how to start a content creation type thing once and what to consider. Oh, god damn it, now somebody's off in bumfuck Egypt and I gotta go recover them. Alright, that sucks. it was like comparing Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, and the whole thing with Twitch was along the lines of, you get, most like stream functionality and streamer perks, things, interactivity with chat and all that kind of things as a pro. But then you also have the issues of like the worst monetary split for any monetization, and then also the con of what is it? Very selective moderation. Then compared to YouTube, it was like, okay, kind of mediocre content controls. Like you only get like emotes and a couple other things. You don't actually get all the functionality of like, stream alerts or well, not as many alerts. You don't get like, bits to spend. There's no prediction, thing to do, stuff like that. You basically just get a pretty basic, chat and emote feature. And some super chatting features on YouTube. And then and then YouTube's also was like, instead of selective moderation, it's inconsistent moderation. Something to consider. Do you want the rules to be applied selectively to certain people, but enforced well to those certain people? Or would you rather have a platform that just kind of like every once in a while sneezes in the general direction of everybody and, just occasionally hits people with ban waves? And then you just have that, either don't make sense, do make sense, and either way you're going to have to like try to contact Team YouTube via Twitter to actually get their attention. And then Kicks was the best monetization split, but then very bare bones features because things are kind of just starting up. And then finally, the biggest con, in my opinion, no moderation, because damn is that place a cesspit, from what I've heard. So yeah, YouTube has always been my home, and probably will always continue to be my home, unless just something unimaginable occurs. Yeah, Nova's a very name I really don't think about very much anymore. It's kind of a shame, but that's how it all goes. People move on. Eventually, we all stop being famous. If we ever get there, right? And, you just gotta kind of move on with your life. Oh yeah, this door is very mean if you enter from above, because you really don't have the opportunity to, unless you have a pick in your inventory, you're going down there and you're getting sucked in to the mosh pit below. Oh, now, why is there a candle on the floor? I don't like how that bodes. Let me see, can I look? Yeah, look. Blue candle. Hopefully, I don't know. I guess I'll swap it out with a board. Hopefully I don't need the board. Do I have a shitty board in my inventory? That might be better to swap out. Actually, how's my health looking? Life 1 out of 1140. Yeah, I should just get into an encounter and use a tonic, actually. That would be a pretty good idea. So hold on, let me do exactly that. I guess I can't get into an encounter on the ice? That's actually kind of nice of the game. I wasn't expecting that. Under sponsorship, or understand doing a simul stream for both platforms. Moving to do exclusive content after building a user base on the other platforms just confusing. Yeah, it also just feels kind of mean too, where it's like you have a user base. Like, why are you going to depart from that? I mean, I guess I could also understand too in the earlier days of like content creation and streaming, like YouTube just straight up did not have a streaming feature. So like if you wanted to do streaming, you kind of had to move over to Twitch, and that was like your only real choice. So I can kind of understand that, but nowadays it's kind of like, why would you do such a thing? That's just rude to the people that have that have made you and that you've grown so many memories with. A lot of people wouldn't mind switching over, but still the people that would, or even if it's the people that in theory they don't mind, but it's just kind of like they don't use the other website and they're not about to start, so. Alright, hopefully this doesn't die. Damn it, it did. Okay, another encounter. There you go, then. But yeah, and then also simul streaming. I considered simul streaming too. Like, there's still like the appeal of like, okay, maybe I can grow on 2 platforms at once and have an audience going. Widen the net a little bit, right? And plus, Twitch at least always has that looming idea of, well, somebody might actually raid into you, so like that could be cool, to help your growth and all that. But do I call here? Do I? No, I don't want a tonic yet. All right, we'll just attack and it'll be fine. But kind of like what I was saying earlier, it's like I don't know Twitch culture. I was not about to start learning it and just kind of be a random poser, kind of streaming on the website. And then also, that's just a lot to learn to manage from the very get-go, from the onset. I'm not gonna do that. Maybe later, once things are a little bit easier, and I mean, I do kind of have the hang of YouTube streaming at this point, but still, I wouldn't want to diversify up a little bit too much this early. It kind of splits attention, and I'm sure that the Twitch chat would be completely neglected because I just don't know how to do anything with that website. Alright, now that fiasco's out of the way, we could save now that we're full health again. Blame them on special social media because doing their own methods is actually a joke. So true. Isn't it great when customer service doesn't function as expected? Cough, PayPal, cough. Yeah, YouTube doesn't give the option to rate other people. It is kind of unfortunate. That's like, I think the only major thing I think is really missing from YouTube. Like, that's something that would really help people actually, get off the ground. Because, I mean, that's... The counterpoint is that on Twitch, that's usually your only option to get off the ground. Because you don't have an algorithm promoting your ass there. And unless there's, some psycho actually looking for small streamers, it's, unlikely to actually take place. It's unlikely for anybody to actually catch on to you and, actually stick around and all that stuff. Meanwhile, on YouTube, it's like, well, good, now you have an algorithm and you could theoretically, like, make shorts and other edited videos to actually advertise your content, but then there's no chance of somebody who's larger trying to, give you your shot of a lifetime to actually, boost you that way. If YouTube just had raid features, official raid features, that would be perfect. Till then, we basically would have to rely on people, like, just, I don't know, ending their stream and then being like, fucking being like, hello, I'm about to send my chat your way. Is that okay? Is that okay, please? And then, like, also, are YouTube streamers ready for that culture? I don't know. I feel like most of them probably would be, but I would also guess that maybe some people would not be so stoked about it. I personally would like it. Not that it would really happen all that often, but, if it ever did happen, it'd be pretty cool. Look, there's definitely a something here. Room is closed, you must find the twin key. Alright, sure, dude, whatever you say. Twin keys, twin snakes, twin peaks, it's all the same shit. Oh no, this is the regular key? Okay, sure. Two big creators to speed up the process, like I know the Markiplier, Keemstar, and Moist Critical do help smaller creators in that regard. That's a nice thing. I try to engage on Twitter to, like, get a little bit of something. Oh, oops, wrong door. That's why I saved. Quit, restart. Yes, there we go. I try to engage a little bit on Twitter just to have, some kind of presence out there. Maybe if I tweet someone larger or respond to someone larger, they might have me on my radar. Or on their radar, but, I'm also not trying to do that, right? Because I'm not trying to do it too much because, one, I already have enough shit to do. Two, I don't need to get sucked into Twitter because God knows that's the last website anybody needs to spend more time on. And third, you don't want to come off as just a beggar for attention like that. It doesn't tend to be a very good look. But I guess, you know, if there are specifically certain creators who are just like, yeah, you know, whatever. They advertise it as a service, almost like, you know, feel free to tag yourself in these comments or whatever, help get discovered, that kind of thing. Like, you know, that's cool. But I often, you know, I'm never browsing Twitter that avidly to actually be able to catch something while the tweet is still relevant. Like, even, you know, occasionally when it's like, you know, someone's like, Vtubers, post your thing down here so that way we can redirect people towards you, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know, I usually find that tweet and it's like, oh, well, it's 5 hours old and there's already been like 30 other people have commented. I would get buried if I said anything, so I might as well just shut up and not say a shit. Man, I don't know, maybe if that's a defeatist attitude in me, but I feel like that's also the realistic approach for how much effort, well, I feel like that's the realistic approach, and even if I did, it takes a minimal amount of effort to try, and just happen to randomly get picked by RNGesus for all the figgy pudding. I don't know. Shy, socially awkward, I don't want to be that guy kind of thing. I don't know. There's that little part in the back of my brain that says, no, why bother? It's not really that big of a thing. You're not going to happen anyway, yada, 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 yada. So I tend not to, you know, engage that way. It's just kind of like, Yeah, Twitter falling to pieces and everyone moving to Blue Sky. It's a fairly I mean, I understand why, right? Like, you know, people don't want to consent to AI scraping and also being in Elon's personal shithole. So, I get that. Moving over to Blue Sky. I personally haven't bothered just because, like, I don't know. I don't do art, and let's be real, is this going to stick? It's like when everyone says, oh yeah, let's start making content on Vimeo, guys. We're gonna start being Vimeo creators. Like, get fucking real. We live in a fucking reality where competition on the internet is dead, everything's established, and nothing is ever gonna change. And it's a very doomer mentality to look at things, but I don't know. What's the last new app that actually changed things? Discord? And yeah, they've already gone corporate and been bought up by Microsoft, and now Discord sucks, so like... But where the fuck else are you gonna go? TeamSpeak? Yeah, I thought so. So, that's why I'm still on Twitter. It's also not like Twitter ever fucking... like, Twitter actually does anything for me anyways. What would I do? Announce to everyone that I'm moving to Blue Sky? Like, fuck, there's no one on my Twitter anyways. It doesn't fucking matter. Alright, call everyone over. We're almost strong enough to where we can just simply grind off of the enemies here. I guess that's neat. Much as I bitch about YouTube's poo-poo, I do appreciate the fact that the algorithm helps promote smaller creators. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's... A couple years ago, it would have absolutely been like, no, this shit, you are frozen, you are never getting discovered. But it actually is pretty good nowadays, honestly, about showing small things around. Because, like, yeah, you're saying with your random YouTube video, 200 views. I don't know. Sometimes YouTube just decides that something is relevant again. And then also, too, like, let's see. Actually, when did you say that? Last month, so that was in October. Yeah, alright. I was gonna say, well, maybe it had to do with, like, Undertale Anniversary or something, but actually it seems like it didn't, it's probably not that. Yuchi's free, alright, hello. Team up, bro. But yeah, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes the YouTube algorithm really just giveth and it taketh away, like... I've had things where it's like my shorts, I have almost kind of given up on the shorts algorithm. I only do something for the shorts, a short, instead of like a, you know, regular YouTube video that's only a minute long. When it's just like, okay, the joke works better in vertical resolution, and like, well, yeah, if the joke just works better in vertical resolution and maybe needs snappier cuts, then yeah, I'll do a short. But otherwise, the shorts algorithm especially is it's so volatile. It's not even really worth bothering with. Like, I have videos where it's like I put in a ton of effort at the beginning, and like it's like, you know, my just like X6 that took off well. I put a ton of effort into that, and it was great. And then there's videos where I put no effort into, and it takes off, like the enemy spam Dorothy video. That was just literally raw footage of me with like a couple of edits of PNGs in there. And that took off. And then, you know, sometimes videos with no efforts don't go anywhere. Sometimes videos with effort go nowhere. I mean, technically it's true for all of the algorithm, but I feel like the regular videos are a little bit more consistent on that front. Not by much, but a little bit. So, yeah, I don't know. YouTube just sometimes decides winners and losers. And then also, algorithm curves can be weird. Like the Power Stoner video, that started off like really slowly, and I was thinking, oh no, is this kind of dead in the algorithm? I would hate for that to have occurred. But then, like, I don't know, just it kind of had a weird, like, viewership and impression curve where, like, it started off really bad, and then it, like, hit exponential for a day, and then it kind of, you know, went to linear for a bit, and then flattened out, you know, after, like, a week or so. And it's like, okay, that was weird. At least we hit 100 on that, right? Like, that's good. So, I don't know. YouTube just... The whole YouTube is just... thing with YouTube is just you upload stuff on a fairly regular basis, and you hope that you get a winner. And, you know, it works out. It's not the worst thing in the world, right? See Blue Sky actually working out because doesn't need huge servers. Doesn't need to have huge servers to store everything by comparison. I suppose, but it's just a matter of, you know, it's hard enough to get people to, like, do the bare bones act of, like, switching over to Twitch from YouTube, right? And it's like, it's not like it's difficult. It's not like Twitch isn't, like, non-functional. It's just the matter of people are used to what they're used to, and, you know, without something that's a direct affront to them, they're probably not gonna really, you know, change things that much. Actually, yeah, let's get the party back to where it was before. Yeah, I'm sure, you know, Blue Sky is better. A lot of people, I know the couple people that have gone over and have reported back to Twitter being like, oh yeah, you know, it's a lot like older Twitter, and like that's better, and plus, you know, it's just less of Elon's cronies kind of escaping over that way, so you get to just kind of have a slightly better environment. But, you know, it's just also like, is everyone really going to migrate over there? I mean, I know tons of Brazilians are over there because of, again, Papa Elon's stupid decisions, but I don't know. Without the massive support of the American audience, I'm not sure how well it's going to go. There's some support, but I don't know. I'm just pessimistic about these kinds of things, just by the fact that we haven't, over years of complaining about how shit YouTube is, nobody really actually presented the viable option. And I know you said there's like a whole massive server problem with that, but still, I don't know. You'd figured there'd be somebody. And it's just also like how every other growing, just being, you know, that mid-20s to late 20s age range, you just kind of settle into the idea that, yeah, our corporate overlords are here forever, right? We have the same, there's always going to have the same oil and gas companies. You're going to have the same 5 media companies that own everything. You're going to have the same, like, 5 convenience stores. You're going to have, like, the same, like, big fast food chains. Like, everything's been established. It's the fucking end of history over here. And, like, you know, shit ain't going to change, which, man, that's a very bleak view of life. But I guess that's just kind of where I am, huh? This video will spike up pretty high in views, almost 750. Yeah, I am kind of, I mean, I think I know why the first vid I did upload actually spiked so high, and it's what my artist Dirtnulk said. He said it's because of Kiryu. you have Kiryu in the thumbnail, it's gonna spike. I don't know how exactly true all of that is, but it would be funny if true. So who has the low key again? Okay, it's Kazuo. Actually, in that case, do I want to just have... I think I just want to have the Key Gang together. So let's get Kazuo and his daughter paired up again in a team. Because I just want to have all the key people on one team. Wrong button. Still won't learn. I refuse to actually get proper hand coordination for this game. Crispy Baby, where am I? You're in Lady Mamiya's mansion, a game called Sweet Home, where the plot up to this point is basically that we are a team in the late 80s. We're a team of like Japanese TV, film, documentary producer type people who decided to enter this collapsed mansion that was reported that one of the great like painters slash artist fresco makers of the lands used to live in, but they disappeared many years ago, and we don't quite know why. And so we went in here, and then it's haunted. There's ghosts, and you know, now we're kind of stuck in here until we explore the mansion and solve the mystery. But also, we actually get to, you know, look at these frescoes we were hunting after for so long, and gasp, shock! It's actually, you know, the gas shock. These frescoes actually help you solve the mystery and solve you clues and stuff like that. And so we've navigated, and you know, we've kind of figured out so far that the reason it's all haunted is because the wife of the artist, Lady Mamiya, she went crazy, and when one of her children died, a very young age. Actually, was it? I think it was the accident, right? What's in the notes up here? Upper, blah blah blah. Gem in your hand, incinerator to get its own playmates. I think it was that the child. Yeah, I think that the child accidentally died in a fire, and Lady Mamiya couldn't get over it. You know, the tragedy, and so she started incinerating neighborhood children, and then when she also died, now she's a horrible, grotesque ghost figure, and murders have happened in the mansion, and now we're the last living people, you know, to enter, and we're kind of looking to put a stop to it, that kind of thing. It's a neat story, and especially for the NES era. And you know, the game ended up being highly influential. It ended up like, you know, directly inspiring Resident Evil. Like the creator for Resident Evil like cites this game as inspiration. Also, there's like maybe a little bit of a title drop for Resident Evil in this game, where it's, I mean, I'm sure it translates better in Japanese, but you know, when fan translated into English here, it tends to be like, you know, you must escape this mansion or become one of its Resident Evil. And it's like, oh, I see. I get it. There's the line. They said the line, Bart. So yeah, no, really cool game. I don't really like JRPGs very much, but this is kind of an exception. It has really good sprite work, good atmosphere. It's not too grindy for an RPG, and some of the enemies have interesting like ways to defeat them, where you actually have to think about, you know, what items you have and do a little bit of puzzle solving. So yeah, this makes for a fun little Halloween game that I've meant to play at some point. Picking up on chat. Sitting at, see a Power Stoner second highest viewed, which I mean, I think that's partially attributed to just, you know, I have not uploaded too many of the, I mean, hey, it's a good video, Grim. I'm not going to downplay your work, but I'm also going to say, like, I haven't uploaded too many of the regular videos yet, so I have shorts that have outperformed that. Not to downplay things, but, you know, that's just how it is. I put it this way, I would have expected Power Stoner to do a little bit better compared to the effort that you put into it, and I'm a little bit sad that, you know, it didn't. But, you know, at the very least, it got to what it was, so I can deal with that. Alright, cool. Basement full of mice. Ooh, a ring. Ruby ring? Don't mind if I do. I'll steal it, and no one will ever know. I haven't found a use for the pipe yet. And I hope I don't need the pipe. Betting I'll probably need the ruby ring first, so let's take that. Hopefully I don't have any encounters in here. Perfect. Fighters, and then the aliens take over the world. Corporate greed and oil change, so they ban them. Who knows? Who knows? That would be a pretty good scenario. Aliens. I think alien encounters would be pretty cool, honestly. I don't know if we're ready as a society for it, but I think it'd be pretty cool. I would like to see advanced species beyond our comprehension. It might actually introduce some funny things. Alabama has nothing to do with the game. I'm not sure how actually... I'm not sure how Sweet Home Alabama relates to Crispy Baby, but I'll take the joke. And wouldn't you prefer the Mother as a JRPG goes? Absolutely, I would. That's Earthbound and Mother 3 are my absolute favorite. Well, Earthbound isn't, but Mother 3 is my absolute favorite game of all time. which for a guy who just does not like JRPGs is really an accomplishment. So, yeah, that game is... Mother 3 is a masterpiece in every single dimension I can think of. It has amazing story. It pulls at your emotions. It has outstanding gameplay for an RPG, for a JRPG, especially one that keeps you actively engaged with it too. Fantastic music that plays into the actual JRPG mechanics. I mean, God, what's not to love? And plus, if you played it in your formative years, it'll forever be with you. The game is called Sweet Home, yes. It was, there's a lot of... I understand Sweet Home's been kind of rebooted under a couple different titles and reincarnations. Like, I know there's currently a TV show. Oh, I can't even team up with them now, damn it. I forgot she got separated. I know it's like a K-drama TV show nowadays. And from the little bits I've seen of the art for that, it, like, somewhat, sort of, maybe relates as far as, like, to this original source material with, like, maybe some, like, some of the horror story elements and, like, I think a couple of character names, perhaps. But, outside of that, this is kind of like the original deal. It was a movie tie-in game as well from, back in the 80s. The movie was actually, well, I wouldn't say a rare case, but it was a case where the movie was the feature, but the game did way better. And both were released simultaneously, too, so that's... Oh, fucking hell, I forgot that these idiots were separated again. I didn't get time to team her up. Everyone you show in the clip, too, gets a kick out of it. Yeah, that's good. I'm very glad that I'm very happy that your Flower Stoner clip did as well as it did. Just hope that it keeps doing better and that you get, even more recognition for work that you'll do in the future for this channel. Not with the team? Okay, there we are. The mass whole shit whole humanity finds themselves in right now. Why would they show themselves? Keeping a safe distance from us is probably the smart move from them. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, on one hand, the aliens probably wouldn't want to get entangled with this shit, but at the same time, like, I totally believe in, like, the, you remember that one Futurama episode where, like, the, what was their name? I would know this on any other given moment of my life, but because I have streamer brain right now, I can't think of what the alien species name was. But, like, this is the one with the 3 eyes, and it's like, Omicron Persei 8. There you go, the aliens from that planet were like, what happened to, Martha from this TV show or whatever? And it's like, what? That stopped being broadcasted, like, 500 years ago. Or, like, I could totally believe aliens having, like, a investment in, like, reality TV because of how stupid, like, humanity can absolutely be, and they don't have to have, any moral responsibility or qualms about it. It's not their society. They can just watch us collapse from the outside. That's fun. Thank you for saying K-drama. There's a movie on Netflix I forgot about. You're welcome for saying K-drama. I'm not so sure why it was necessarily important that I said K-drama as opposed to something else, but you're welcome. Care to enlighten me? I don't really watch much TV, movies, etc., so it tends not to be something I think about. I just knew it was like a drama, and there were a lot of Korean language posters about it, so I was like, alright, this probably K-drama. Yeah, K sounds about right. Oh, fuck. Damn it. I hate how the party gets separated every single time you team up. I mean, this is a game from, like, 1989. I can understand why it's a little bit clunky, but, like, oh man, that's annoying. I really wish there was a fan remake of this. It would be so hyped to actually see, and it would probably fix a lot of the weird, one-off jank issues that this game does have. K-drama horror called The Eighth Night. Forgot to watch. Oh, okay, I see. You're welcome for the reminder then. The incidental reminder. Yeah, Robot Jones, actually. I was thinking of that a while ago. I mean, it's not something I think of too much, but, like, it was one of those things, it's like, it's kind of now embedded in my mind because once I was really trying to think of what that show was again, but couldn't remember the name. And then it just popped kind of back into my head one day. Oh shit, color swap dog. Oh no. And now it's like, okay, I could never possibly forget it because it was one of those like, holy shit, I can't believe it. I finally remembered this old show that I used to love watching. Yeah, no, I don't remember a damn thing about that show aside from the fact that I really liked it. And like, I don't know. I remember for some reason it had some like really real depictions or discussions in the sense of like, wow, this is actually some like real shit. I like that, even as a kid. It was, you know, respectful of my time and intelligence. And don't worry, you're not that old here. I'm 26, so like, I don't know what your relation is to that, but can't be too bad. Anyways, enjoy the fresco music, which is so fucking iconic from this game while I hydrate a little bit. Righty. Sheep in the Big City. Don't remember that one. Bro, 31. We have a gradient here. It's alright. It's not too far removed. Don't you know what the internet says? 30 is the new 20. Which, honestly, it's really... Okay, it's funny how, like, I don't know how familiar everyone here is with, you know, VTuber culture. You clicked on a PNG tuber playing Sweet Home. I don't know if this is just your entrance into the rabbit hole or if you did this on purpose. But with a lot of VTuber culture, like, it's been taken to, you know, calling basically any woman doing VTubing over the age of like 25 a hag. And so, you know, being in your 30s is a hag, but 30s is also in demand. So like, I don't know. You're not in a bad place. Holy Trinity of cartoon robots, Robot Jones, XJ9, and Robot Boy. Robot Boy? I don't remember that one. Guard awaits his master's 2 rings. Oh, that's probably what that ruby ring was all about, ain't it? Sanctum. Okay, we could take some notes on this here. Yes, if you direct your attention to the second screen on the stream, I am taking notes for this game because it is kind of one of those games where you need to take down some notes to remember everything that happens. There's 2 rings. Gotcha. Alright. Like Jenny, but she kicked off the start of Roboporn. Now, who said that was a bad thing? Remember, you are looking at a robot PNG right now, so there might be a slight inclination for a certain aesthetic. Shiny spear. I guess that's probably better than any other spear I might have. Ace, shiny, shiny. What do the other 2 numbnuts have? Item, shiny, shiny. Okay, well, I guess that's maybe better than a knife? I don't know. I don't know if a small child can actually use a spear effectively, but here we are. Pretty Akiko. Anything else here besides these 2 statues? Nope. Okay. You can head back out the other way. This kid seems really random. I click the random. I appreciate that. It's nice. I try to do, especially when I see the view counts low, I try to do that too, especially with like, on my personal account, I tend to get recommended like a lot of small music creators. And I really try to give that a listen because that's really something where you pour your heart and soul into, and like, you pour your heart and soul into something that is, you know, going to be relatively short and easy to consume. Like most small music creators will probably make something that's like, you know, 2 to maybe 5 minutes long, and but you know, it took them a long time to actually get there. I can actually go, you know, take some time out of my day, evaluate it, take a look at it, and try to support them if I like it. You know, I find a lot of, you know, cool stuff that way. When if you're familiar with mashup artists, when Pluffaduff used to be small, even though he made a lot of insane like breakout hits, like what was it, KDA X Awaken My Masters, and then also Rivers of Buckethead, a couple of other big mashups. You know, he didn't really take off for a while. I didn't really start getting a whole bunch of subs for it. I found like his Untitled Paint Project album, and I was like, oh, absolutely, I'm gonna give this a chance. And, you know, it's like, I love looking at that. It's really good stuff to find small little secret gems. Robot Boy felt like, what if Mega Man was owned by a child and becoming a walking Geneva Convention violation on command? Robot Boy had a mom with a big ass that everyone remembers. Huh. That maybe sounds a little familiar. Like, what are some character names? I might be able to recall that. It doesn't sound familiar in the back of my mind, but like... Or it doesn't sound familiar in the front of my mind. It does sound a little familiar in the back of my mind. Industrious Lab. Oh yeah, true. The Ant from Robots. Oh, the Ant from Robots. Miss Fanny. Oh. I wish Miss Fanny would rain, or Aunt Fanny would rain down from the sky. Robots was a fun movie, though. Shame that, what should I say? No, Robots was just one of those fun one-off movies. I liked it a lot. I'm glad that it kind of got a cult classic status later on. With, especially with Big Weld becoming a retroactive meme. It's pretty good. Oh, wait, they're far away again. Alright. I suppose there's gotta be more in this room that I missed somehow. Type Dad's trophy. Oh, you don't need to make us Google that. We all know what Dexter's mom's ass looks like. We're all whack around here. Wow, Kazuo's getting the shit beaten out of him. He is not looking too good on health. Alright, Party, Emmy, team back up. Alright. Hopefully we don't get stuck here again. For a long period of time. I've tested all these doors, and I don't think... Alright, bye. Oh, I didn't look at these statues. Oh, this is where one of those... This is definitely where one of those rings go. Huh. Huh. That's not supposed to happen. Hopefully I think I saved recently-ish. And hopefully that's not something that repeats. Uh-oh. Can't stick your cucumber in metal, people. You can't tell me what to do. Okay, so do I have the ruby ring? Board, pick, blue, amulet, gloves, party, Emmy, does she have the ring? She does have the ring. Okay, I don't really need to go back there then. There wasn't anything but, oh, she doesn't have the shiny spear. And I didn't technically get that fresco. Alright, yeah, we'll backtrack once for that. It won't take too long. Alright, well, that's weird. Yeah, the sidebar doesn't really know. I broke it. I guess I didn't treat it nicely enough. Yeah, this is a, as a reminder, this is a fan patch translation. There might be things that, in fact, do not function. Although it's strange, because this is notably pretty stable. Most people note it to be quite stable, so, like... Oh. Skeleton, okay, fine, we just beat this guy up. It'll take us too long. I don't want to leave someone in here so the knights don't respawn if I have the opportunities. But at the same time, status effects are so prevalent, I kind of need to bring all three of them with me. Actually, no, I don't need to bring Asuka with me because I don't need the vacuum. So, get rid of her. Make it so the knights don't respawn. And we're on our way to join the party again. Obtain it. Fool, I've obtained the 7 Chaos Genders. You will not be able to oppress me. I will oppress everyone else. King shit, Grim, king shit. Or perhaps the Emperor shit. Break's over, gotta get back to break. Sub definitely back, thank you. I'm glad to hear that. I wish I could have thanked you when you said it or when you subbed, but I don't know if the alerts are working. Hey Grim, can you would you mind telling me if anybody subs in the future actually if you're here, because I still don't have the alerts working apparently. SNES game called Sailor Moon Another Story. Loving it. Hope you okay at some time. I don't know. Maybe give it a shot. I don't really know too much on the whole anime type. Ironically, I'm not super into anime, but yeah, I might give it a go one day. Fan pick kind of thing. And exactly 1 additional sub since last stream. Oh, okay. I thought you said you were. All right. Yeah. Great. Cool. Yeah. No, I don't know if because I tried to get the sub notification to work, and it seemed like it worked when I was testing it, but obviously that doesn't seem to be the case because there's supposed to be a sound that plays, but I haven't been able to actually notice one, and I'm very sure that I have my alerts here. I don't know if you all actually get to see a sound. Leaving for reals. All right, see ya. Thanks for dropping by, and hope to see you again soon. Yeah, I'm trying to hear the sound, but I don't actually have it. Maybe I don't have it configured properly still. Works better on Twitch than YouTube. Yeah, but people can still get it to work on YouTube, and damn it, I'm determined. You don't have like a stream notification for when people sub? I should. Like if I were to actually launch Streamlabs now, like give me a second. Or well, I mean launch Streamlabs, just pull up the browser. Streamlabs, leaving for reals, ciao. Log in with YouTube. My email. Uh-oh. Why am I dropping frames all of a sudden? Why is the stream tanking shit? Alright, I don't know. Weird connection issues. Like, hold on. Streamlabs is loading. If I do a little test thing here. That's not the right one. All widgets. Emote, chat highlight, do your thing, event list. No. Where the hell is it? Usually right up at the very beginning here. Hold on. Back to the dashboard. Must have just clicked the wrong button. Alert box. Yeah, there we go. So like this is like I have this. Yeah, I have that. And I just heard the sound doubled. I'm pretty sure you just heard the sound. So I'm not sure why it's not functional. It should be, but something about it just ain't quite right. I mean, I think maybe there's also something to do with the fact that I think YouTube does give you an option to make your subscriptions not public. So it could also be like a user end thing where like, some people have just made it so like they can't all right, well, glad that you saw it and heard the sound. So there might just be a thing where it's like, if the person subscribing doesn't actually have that setting changed, then I won't be able to see it or hear it. I don't know. It worked before in some cases. It didn't work in other cases. I don't know. Until we get a large sample pool, it's difficult. So I might need a little bit of a chat-based reminder to tell me, like, okay, hey, did somebody subscribe? If I don't notice, if I don't see like a thing pop off or a sound go off. Yay, tech support. Congratulations. Yeah. I'm sure if I looked up a YouTube video, I could solve this in probably a couple of seconds, but I would have to know like exactly what the problem is, but I don't know. I don't think I quite have exactly what it is other than I don't know, stream notifications aren't showing up. Then there'll be like some basic shit like, did you try reloading it on Streamlabs? And it's like, okay, that's not very helpful. So, I don't know. Hopefully it'll work eventually. And if it doesn't, I'm sure some irate person will let me know and say like, hey, hello, I just subscribed. Why are you not engaging with your community? I'll be like, you're right, but you said it in the worst way possible where I low-key want to disagree with you. Okay, now let's regroup and hopefully save the game without crashing everything. Or save the game before I try to crash everything and see if it's consistent or not. And I think I just want to run from this. Failed. Great. Good job. All right. Speaking of old shows and robot characters, I'm so remiss that I didn't actually talk about this when we were talking about like boys shows versus girls shows a couple of days ago or weeks ago. Megas XLR. Do y'all remember Megas XLR on Cartoon Network? That the American mecha show, mecha anime, like that shit was gas, unironically. I can't believe I forgot its name for so long. Seeing Coop fucking soup up an insane robot and just beat the shit out of things with some of the best comedic timing and jokes I had, a child could see back in the early 2000s. Yes, it kicked so much ass. That was unironically one of the best programs on Cartoon Network at the time. I really need to watch it again though, because like I only remember in generalities that like this was awesome, and then there were a couple of clips that I really enjoyed as well. Where it's like, oh yeah, Coop finds this fucking thing in the junkyard for $2 and he gets to keep it. Right in the very beginning, or like, him weaponizing his voice because of how bad it is when he sings. And just the sound effects, the design of everything. The fact that he pilots this fucking mecha by just, an old game controller and his raw skill. Absolute Kino show. It's such a shame that it got its copyright got caught up in legal hell that, it's unable to, really be revived. And also, I mean, you dig giant robots, we dig giant robots. I dig giant robots. Chicks dig giant robots. Nice. Like, iconic intro music too. God, I love that show so much as a kid. I forgot it for such a long time. It bothered me, but then it's one of those. It's just like Robot Jones, where at one point it's like, oh shit, I suddenly remembered what it was called. I'm never gonna forget this ever again. Watched that, but none of the anime since both were on the Toonami block. I feel like it wasn't on the Toonami block, though. I mean, okay. I know that you just told me a fact, and then I decided to deny it. That was not an attempt to gaslight, but I also feel like I definitely saw it outside of those hours. I think maybe it was kind of like I saw it when, like a before school kind of thing, back when I had to be a child and wake up at like 6 a.m. to go to school. And get there at 8. Maybe it was on like at the late night, or like the early morning block. I was able to catch it because I do have distinct memories of like at the very least once I was like really sick and had to and woke up like in the middle of the night, and mom had to give me tea and all sorts of other stuff to kind of settle my upset stomach, that kind of thing. And I do remember just watching a couple of Megas XLR back to back in kind of a faded haze. What did happen to Robot Jones? In this 3-hour video essay, we will uncover what happened to him when the oh fuck, what's the stupid thing? The killer of Butcher Bay. What's the Dexter quote? Damn it, I'm ruining the joke again. Got his hands on Robot Jones, and no one ever saw him again. Okay, let me save the game before I attempt to crash it again. Oh, yeah, I'm talking to a statue. Good job, me. Huh? 3 statues? All right. That's a consistent crash. Interesting. Somebody should really fix that. But yeah, I don't know. I just never... Okay, good. I didn't save. So it's okay. Right? What happened? Did that completely fuck with everything? Oh, that's rough. I do have some save states from a while ago, but they're definitely not up to date. I think that actually corrupted the game's memory. Huh. Huh. Wow. That's a bitch. That's a real bitch. If I really do that, huh. Huh. I mean, at the very least, it didn't go all the way back where we were at the start of the stream. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, lesson learned, don't fuck with the statues. They're load-bearing statues. Don't look at them. Don't inspect them. Just do the interaction you have to do with them, and give them rings, and that's it. Alright. Fuck. Okay, well, I guess it's time to yap for an hour and try to somehow do all that shit again. This is the most horror experience possible. That's it's a lot tougher to commentate this game too. There's a lot less going on than say Mag Mammal. You know, I can't just yap about whatever the how my opinion of the Mag Mammal level. My opinion of the level at hand, because there isn't a fucking, you know, community created level in this game. Okay, so chat, how's your day? Kill me. What were you talking about with Toonami there? And you called Crash Icarus. Game crashes because you flew too close to the sun. Yeah, I guess we can try to recover it in a clever way like that. Although I don't know how talking to statues is flying too close to the sun. Maybe if I was trying to, you know, glitch my way through something, I could see that, but I don't know. I guess the statues were described as masters, I guess, so maybe I got too uppity, you know? Alright, fine. Kazuo, bring everyone over. Fucking hell. Alright, Mega Sex Alert did originally air on the Toonami block. Did have reruns not on the block. We're talking at like 3:30 a.m., so unless you saw it then, it was Toonami exclusively. Yeah, I guess I don't know. Maybe I just saw it on the Toonami block and then tuned out from everything else. Just a lot of other anime-style stuff didn't really appeal to me, especially, like, I don't know, just the art style of anime. I've never really been into that kind of Eastern art style too much, I guess if you want to describe it that way. I don't have a better way of describing it, but I don't know. I've always been into more westernized art styles. It just, proportions look more familiar, it makes more sense to me. Also the fact that, like, Toonami tended to be running a lot of, like, dubs, and I think also the fact, one of the things that always put me off of anime for a very, very long time is just the, like, stilted timing of it. When I was younger, I couldn't appreciate, you know, the fact that maybe it was just the cultural thing to have characters talk for, like, 5 minutes in, like, a 2-second life or death situation. You know, now that I'm older, I don't care as much, but back then I was like, this is just, like, I was just like, this is, like, bad writing. I don't like this. Why would they do this? This is supposed to be happening in the real time. And so, you know, I got disconnected that way. Alright. Bait the boulder out again. At least good news, I don't need to go back for the stupid hammer. I know I don't need it anymore. It's just a small shortcut. Something like Vinny's Vine passive just corrupts the game he plays. I mean, I do kind of have... I think what I more or less have is... I have whatever aura that Proton John has, because I do have a tendency to unlock random jank that I didn't know was there. And I also have the worst luck pulls in, like, Mario Party. So I have whatever Proton John has. And personally, I can live with that. That's a very good set of aura to have. I would prefer that over infinite luck any day. Oh yeah, I have other things to exchange here. Mace, longsword, mace, Taguchi. Yeah, Taguchi, I guess you could take this axe. I guess that's a good thing. Sure, why not? Decision, game crash. Sorry. Sorry, game crash. Shame one run of Megas XLR's attacks right off. Now, yeah, it really is a shame. Before you got here, we were talking about how like it really does suck how it got caught up in copyright hell like that, and it can't even be revived, even if the creators really did want to do it. There's so much more potential you could squeeze out of it, especially with, you know, more modern mechas and stuff to reference. Like, it would be fun. It'd be very fun to have. And that's what matters the most. I will say, even though the game crashed, I do have I do have this desire to tempt fate a little bit and try to just at least save state before I do it again, just to see if I get a different crash result. But I think we all know what's gonna happen if I do it a third time. Somehow it'll do like somehow it'll escape the contents or the confines of the ROM and actually corrupt my like computer data. I should stop playing with fire, but I guess that is why Icarus is in my name, huh? Probably gravitate towards watching animes younger because even 8-year-olds is like, this shit ain't Disney fucking based. Alright, I can get behind that opinion though. I hated Disney as a kid. I would not watch the Disney Channel. It was just not even remotely interesting to me. I don't know why. I've always... Even though I grew up with like a lot of Disney movies that I liked, like, you know, old-timey Disney, I really, you know, like Tarzan, and Dumbo was my favorite movie for a very long time. As like a very wee child. Like, alright, well, I guess y'all are dying to zombies today, huh? I don't know, when it came to the Disney Channel and Disney shows, like, I think too much of the Disney Channel for me ended up being like, it ended up being just like, you know, kind of high school, hashtag teen life before, you know, hashtag even became a thing. And it was just like all this stupid, like, poppy kind of shit. It was just like, I don't know, teen somethings wanting to, like, you know, they had like life problems. They were whining about how mean everybody was, how hard school was, and all this other shit. And it's just like, I don't know, I didn't get it. And then I was also like trying to relate to, like, you know, the popular people experience. And it's like, bro, I play video games. I'm playing Pikmin on my GameCube. I don't know how to relate to you. So I just couldn't get behind anything on the Disney Channel. But instead, I ended up, you know, my base of cartoon watching operations was Totally Spies and Powerpuff Girls and SpongeBob, anything Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. I think the misadventures of Flapjack also had a detrimental effect on my humor growing up as well. Or maybe it's a boon. It depends on your perspective on things. Alright. Tonic up. Emmy is frozen. Of course she is. Stupid child getting frozen. Amity, here we go. Excellent. Now I can go back and get that tonic. John has glitch passive, which is pretty close to Vine passive, maybe a crash passive. Hopefully it doesn't completely manifest in crash passive. Usually, well, I was going to say, yeah, usually I don't have the issue of just causing games to crash constantly. That doesn't typically be my thing. The only time that is my thing is whenever I'm playing Isaac and, you know, using a TM trainer, but that happens to everybody, so I'm not really sure if that counts. Drinking some water. Oh, the stupid child's still not in the party, damn it. All Megas XLR is apparently available by Xbox Video. Ooh, nice. Yeah, have fun watching that later. That'll be good. If I ever find time to catch up on things like that, I probably will go ahead and watch it. I don't have an Xbox, but, you know, I'll figure something out. You know, don't really have time for long streams and shit like that anymore. I could put it on, in the background while I video edit it, but then the issue is that, well, now I'm not focusing on the video editing as much, and that takes longer, and all that good stuff. Okay. Come here, child. You need to regroup with your papa. Alright, moving forward. All in on Cartoon Network growing up, occasionally watching Nickelodeon. For the Big Four, SpongeBob, Fairly Odd, Jimmy Neutron, Damn You Phantom. Yeah, I'd also agree. I probably paid most attention to those when watching Nickelodeon. Although it is kind of weird, though. Of all 4 of those, I think I liked 3 of those. I didn't like one of those very much. And but I still watched all 4 of them if they were on. I never liked Jimmy Neutron when I was younger, which for somebody with a fucking STEM background nowadays, who is also an insufferable egomaniac, might be very hard to believe. And what makes it harder to believe is that I didn't like Jimmy because he was this insufferable, unrelatable egomaniac of a child. It's funny how life imitates art sometimes. I was always a bigger fan of, like, Sheen and Carl. For some reason, I always felt they were more relatable, and I don't know. Cindy was, like, slightly more relatable, even though she was also a bitch, but, like, it wasn't in the same way that Jimmy was also a giant bitch, so, like, I don't know. Just how it goes, I guess. Oh, fuck, they're all gonna get flattened. Party... Gucci, not on my... Oh, damn it. This is a channel for the sitcom stuff. Yeah, I never really could stand it. And then Phineas and Ferb. A lot of people... I remember a lot of people liked that. Couldn't never get into it either. I don't know. That I don't really know. Maybe just because I didn't want to give anything on the Disney Channel a shot. Alright, where did Asuka end up going to? Doesn't have the fucking bow either. Damn it. Okay, this is a long ways back. Guess we're gonna have to send some people back there to go and recover her. I'm still watching things for broadcast live. I wonder how many fans of the TV show get to say that. Oh, that seems pretty rare, honestly. I remember catching like a first episode of something live. I don't think I really ever did. I never was someone who was like, okay, I'm gonna wait and sit here for my favorite thing to come out. Like even nowadays, even if you told me that Megas XLR was coming out again, or that Pikmin 5 was being released on the PC, I probably still wouldn't, sit in anticipation waiting for the exact minute for it to happen. Just not who I am. No judgment if you are, just not who I am. I usually tend to catch things that are like either on their finales or like just retiring, dying on their way out. Like, I have been to a lot of, cool rock and metal concerts based off of the, the boomer rock, the dad rock that I like with my dad. But most of the time, that's on their finale tour. Black Sabbath, finale tour. Motley Crue, final tour in LA. Who else? Metallica wasn't their final tour, so that's at least good. No, there's at least one more in recent memory that I went and saw, even if it was, that was kind of on their finale. If I think about it, I'll say something, but, yeah. If I figure it out, I'll say something, but if not, it's not the worst thing to have forgotten in the world. Team, get you back to your regular team, go explore the ice room. Oh, first get these bozos to unlock the door, then go explore the ice room. Still can't believe that I got fucking memory corruption. That's actually wild. And that they would let that linger in this patch. That's like, what, 4 years old? That's ridiculous. Jimmy Neutron was your I'm in this show and I don't like it kind of deal. Yeah, it really was. Same thing with, Same thing with Avatar, The Last Airbender. I could not get into Avatar, The Last Airbender because Aang was an insufferable little fucking piece of shit. I hated him. I hate him so much. Until book 3, he's absolutely the worst character in the entire show. That was not the right item. Oh well. I guess we don't need all of our healing items. It's fine. There's another one nearby anyways. I don't... It... Not the end of the world. Okay, and then that door just leads back to the main room. I don't need to unlock that. Plant Sheen did show that he was a better supporting character than a lead. Doesn't help that the other characters are either not that interesting or Alien Carl. Yeah. I think definitely, like, retrospectively, Plant Sheen sucked. As a child, I was all about it. I like just watching funny side characters say stupid lines, but, yeah, nowadays I would probably agree, like, it's the inferior show. Much worse writing. Talk to you. No, team with you. There we go. Why is the button gotta be different? Still a pick active? I ought to use it one more time in case. Okay, let's see. Bear in mind, they didn't even tell you what the show was even called or the premise when it dropped live. You just sat down and gambled on what you're watching. I see. Thank God it was Phineas and Ferb and not like the Nut Shack. But the Nut Shack, though, you could have been way ahead of the curve on the niche Siva Gunner meme list. You could have known what the Nut Shack was before anyone else did. Don't you want that? Don't you want to be a pioneer? Mission to rename Alzheimer's to memory corruption. Yeah, unfortunately, it's memory corruption without arbitrary code execution. It'd be pretty cool if Alzheimer's allowed you to, you know, take up memories of people that didn't exist, right? You were able to, hallucinate being someone from a different time period or just, you know, flat out somebody different entirely. It would be your way to, you know, commune with spirits long gone. Suddenly realize, you know, what would, this would answer age-old questions, like, what would George Washington think of America today? Or, what's something else funny? Could Charlie Chaplin bring back the mustache despite, the implications? Every Filipino I've ever spoken to has disavowed the Nut Shack. I should actually ask my like, I have 2 Filipino friends. I mean, they're, you know, very American, like, born, raised here, but, you know, they also, well, actually, I don't know about that, actually. Typical male friends not knowing shit about each other. But I should actually ask them what their opinions of the Nut Shack is if they had to grow up with that shit. Because I've never actually asked them their opinions. I bet one of them doesn't know, because he's a little bit too on the normie side, if we're being frank, to probably know what that is. The other one, he might know. And, yeah, he might have something funny to say about it. Okay, do I have, like, shitty axes? Do I need to, like, swap one out for anything? Shiny axes. What are my items? Rune axe, long axe, mace. I think the rune's still gonna be magical, but we're not really fighting anything magical right now, so just switch those out. It'll be alright. It'll be fine. You corrupt the human brain to such a degree that you can morph the physical body into a completely different form. Is that what Eldritch Cronenberg type horror essentially is? I don't think it would be the brain. You would have to basically, you would have to memory corrupt the hypothalamus, or no, not the hypothalamus. Oh, what are the stupid glands in your throat that produce all the hormones in your body? If you could corrupt those, then that would absolutely mess up with all of your hormones, growth factors, everything like that, and then you would have horrible, horrible deformities. because then you would be getting wild fake hormones coming out of it, and you just have to see what that does to your body. Who knows? It's a mystery. That's where you can say, finally, the secret 78th gender. Alright, let's get these idiots over here again. Take a picture of this thing for posterity. So when dementia transforms into plane. We don't want to give the plane fuckers any ammunition. We don't need to give them a real life outlet for those fantasies. I won't judge things like furry. I will judge things like wanting to have sex with the plane. Oh, wrong button. At least I can look at the fresco without fucking crashing the game. More than I can say for some statues. The guard awaits message to rings. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, small child. Go pick up the spear. Pituitary gland? I think that's a different one in the brain. I'm thinking of something else. I can't quite remember. It's been too long since I've taken anatomy class. It's based directly on the pituitary. Let's go gambling! Will you end up with Kobe O'Brien or Stephen Hawking? Both are good in different ways. Both have drawbacks in different ways. Relative to each other, at the very least. Alright, move on. Hey, hold on, I have an idea for a fucking... I have an idea for a small bit. Hold on, I have to pull up an image now. Let's see. Maybe... There it is. Right. Save image. That GIF. Why the fuck is that a GIF? That shouldn't be a GIF. Oh wait, that's the actual image I was looking for anyways. Okay. Save image as... baby. Alright, I will now attempt to hit my child in the pituitary gland and see if I can win the lottery and have the next Einstein. Alright. Alright, well here's the result. I don't know if I was successful or not. I guess we'll just have to wait a couple of years to see. But I do have a really good feeling about this. You know, he actually is able to see out of more directions and more angles than several other people. So, I think Willworth will go on to be, you know, an excellent journalist, able to discover things from the corners of his eyes. Moving on from that bit. Let's see. Wow, I dropped a... Oh, okay, it's only 3% of frames. Why am I dropping so many damn frames? Is there any chance I can actually adjust the bitrate midstream? I can. Alright, let me try to just lower the bitrate a little bit. That'll probably make things a little bit more consistent. Alright. Hopefully that stabilizes things a little bit, because I'm seeing occasional dips into the red bars, and that makes me uncomfortable. Pressure of the pituitary affects height, not intelligence. If you brain damage to the baby, but hey, maybe it'll be 7'5". I mean, sure, but come on. You brought up the hypothetical. You should be the one playing in this space. We're winning the genetic lottery here, right? I shouldn't have to convince you that, you know, you can at least hit, you can aim for other things. Maybe win it all. There's just a big win button on the brain. It's the fontanelle, that's the win button on the brain. That's what you gotta press. And eventually, it will return you a jackpot. You know, 9 out of 10 doctors say don't press in on the fontanelle, but that's just because they want to limit the amount of geniuses, successful basketball players, successful Olympic swimmers, and skilled inventors that this world has. It's all a big conspiracy, so that way they can have the successful children for themselves. Alright, good. The skeletons aren't really a challenge anymore. They won't be able to whisk me away. Oh, Robert Wadlow, so I can have the largest lad. I don't know that name, but I'm guessing pretty large. Just realized something. What? What is it? Do tell. Alright, just beat up the knight. This won't take too long. I'm over-leveled anyways. Alright, save here. Yes. Make a little bit of a saved state over here. Cool. We don't have to repeat problems again. Alright. And get these other ones into a fight. Get rid of these stupid knights on the floor. The skeletons too. Fucking, oh my god. You're so right. Fuck, I hate that. You're so right. Oh my god, if I ever do a... Man, if I had the time to just do like a, okay, here's 5 streams, I'm gonna condense them down to like 20 minutes of the best content, I would absolutely do that joke. Shit. It's a clip, but it's one of those things where it's like... How do I set it up? I mean, I guess I could maybe make it like a... Theoretically, maybe it like just like a 10-second short where it's like quietly I just kind of, run into something and then I get to play, the Mr. Beast sound effect. I could think about it. Ooh, Robert Lotto is literally the largest lad that ever lived. Alright, will do. Robert Wadlow. Maybe it's ringing a bell. Is this, yeah. I have heard of this person before. I've seen him in, YouTube things like the largest person who ever lived. Yeah, actually. Okay. It is actually, it's crazy that a human could end up being up that height, but... Yeah, after you've seen it once, it kind of loses its shock factor. It starts to become horrors within the human comprehension and rather than, outside of the human comprehension. Oh yeah, I missed the ruby key back there, didn't I? Let's go back for that. Right now, it's not a priority, though. Right now, the priority is making sure that I didn't just, miss out on one of these doors. Don't. The temptation to go and interact with the statues is very strong. The Ripley's went to. Oh, that'd be pretty cool to stand next to, though. Get your picture. Okay. Anything over here that I missed? E, nothing happens. Use the low key. Does anything happen here? Nothing happens there. Zombies! I also do like that for some reason that they decided that, yeah, they wanted to color swap the previous zombie. But then they also decided that they wanted to remove this one's arm. I guess flipping the sprite upside down, the other arm wouldn't have fit. I guess that's probably why they did it. But it's just still very strange that for all the palette swaps, I'm pretty sure this is the only one that is, it looks different. Alright, let's trigger the other knife here. Duck. Oh no, I got hit for 10 damage. I will never recover from this. Look, blue candle. Don't know what that's supposed to be for. Wish I had an idea, but we do not. And we will just have to suffer the consequences for that. Okay, cool. Could I please? Please help me! Help! Oh, son of a bitch, it's a rat crossing. Okay, out. Leave. Do not come back. Alright, so I think that these jokers have a blue candle. Alright, I am going to see something, and hopefully it will not destroy the game. I'll make another save beforehand just to be sure. I'm getting the feeling that, yeah, maybe it seems like maybe it's 2 keys on the statues. Maybe that's what the hint is trying to get to me, but it also seems like maybe it's not that. Where did he go? Oh, well, he has the bow and arrow, right? Yeah, he can get his way back here. It's not going to be that bad. I think that maybe there are 2 blue candles in the area, and I have no idea what they would do otherwise. So perhaps I can just use that on them. While I'm out here, we'll probably have an opportunity to come back for it another time. Yeah, he is totally doing it. It's fucked up that you noticed that. Slide typos of the NPCs. Yeah, the most diabolical thing possible because you have absolutely no control over it anymore. It's just pure programming power to see if you actually are able to get out of this situation. What will you do, Adventure, besides wait and pull your hair out? Well, this is a shame. I wanted to make a hell of a lot of progress in stream today. I was kind of looking at the general like size remaining in the walkthrough, and it seems like I'm maybe not as close to done with this game as I thought I was. There's maybe still quite a few things left to do here. It's just that my memory is very stinted in as far as like, you know, where things actually are. Actually, wait a minute. Did I ever... Huh. Maybe I never actually tried out the door at the bottom of that room. Maybe I should actually get... Hold on. I should actually get the key squad back there and see if the door might open. Okay, talk to your daughter. Yeah, great. She's doing fine. Look at your daughter. She's also doing fine, I guess. Save the game. Sure, that's that. None of these are the team button, Crash. Please press the correct button. Stop just button mashing your way through an RPG. I know it's your first instinct, but have some restraint. Just happy to be here. Well, I'm glad. That's good to hear, at least. I'm happy to be here as well. It is nice to still, you know, be able to have some people to chat with and share this cool little game with. I do still just want to kind of get done with the Thursday streaming, though. It is, you know, it takes an extra bit of time. I don't know why I'm doing this. The skeleton is absolutely going to blow away the next person. Okay, frozen. Fine. Deal with that. Yeah, no, I'm rather surprised that, you know, streaming is actually working out kind of nicely here already. Like, I mentioned it in the community post from a couple days ago, but, like, I know everyone says it, but I didn't really expect to be here, you know, this soon. Like, we hit a milestone with the last Magmammal stream of, 10 concurrent viewers at once, which a lot of people can struggle at for, I mean, hell, years to get to, and it took me a matter of months to do. I niched down, you can say, yes, I niched down pretty well. I bothered to work with hashtags. I advertised in a server that is, you know, maybe a bit inclined to watch people play Magmammal 3. So, you know, you could say I did right things, but it's still actually kind of surprising that things actually have worked out this quickly. I was kind of expecting to be, you know, lying low for a lot longer. And now that, you know, there's actually a pretty consistent viewer base I can come to. Okay, I never went down this path. Oops. It's quite a nice feeling, actually, to be seen like this. And the channel's doing well, and I don't know. It's, I'm color me surprised and color me thankful, I guess, is the best way I can describe it. Happy to report that the Chex Warrior costume is basically complete. Just need to make some small adjustments to it and then test fit before the party. Send you the pics in Discord. Absolutely, I'd love to see that. I'm glad to hear that it worked out so well for you. I think the last time I made a Halloween costume from scratch, I think I was literally 4 years old, and saying that I made it is quite a stretch, but it was like a, you know, slight collaboration with my mom to, or, you know, I slightly helped my mom make basically a Lego brick costume by just taking a cardboard box, painting it red, and then taping some solo cups to it. Some red solo cups to it. So that way I could, you know, and cutting some armholes out too, that's very important. So that way I could, you know, wander around the neighborhood as a fucking Lego brick. My biggest disappointment... Oh shit, there's people in here. My biggest disappointment was that nobody really seemed to have recognized that it was a Lego brick. For some reason, everybody was calling it the Duplo blocks, and because those were like for 4-year-old babies that, you know, could choke on small pieces, I was very insulted. I felt like my intelligence was being insulted by the fact that it's like, you really think I need to play with Duplo blocks? Come on now, I'm like 4. I'm not like, you know, I'm not dumb. Oh, it's a... Look, it's a girl. Look, the twin keys are in the back passage. Okay, well, let's start taking notes on this room full of people. Okay, twin key in the back passage, so we can... Yeah, I would like to have the full team here, but at the same time, like, it would be a pain in the ass to actually get back. The people, the twin key is in the back passage. There's a PayPal commission thing, take a 3% out of whatever you're sending, just to let you know. Yeah, I figured that out now. I didn't find a way to, like, you know, make a setting to where it's like, okay, well, you want to send this, but we'll just charge you this extra up front, so that way the number you're sending, you know, the math works out. You actually had to do the math on your own, so yeah, I figured that out. As long as you got the, you know, the missing difference with that second payment I sent, I will just, you know, calculate it out in the future. Okay, twin keys in the back passage. Excellent. What do you... The fuck? Oh, that's interesting, because there are NPCs moving in the room. I basically have a frame rule for the menu now. Where if the people are moving, I actually can't open up the menu. Madame was badly burned trying to save the child. The child? I love how all it took was one Metroid game that nobody liked to make The Child a meme on its own. This is the servants' quarters. Well, alright. That checks out. Where have you been getting food, y'all? You just been eating all the rats around? Are we really in North Korea here? This is the servants' quarters. It's relatively safe, I hope. Alright, well, I don't really need to write that down now, do I? That's not gonna have any... That has no lore implications. Ain't got shit. Who are you? This guy doesn't look so safe. You can throw the low key away, but the gem is a versatile weapon. Throw the low key away, but the gem is a versatile Weapon. Good to know. Do I still have the gem on me? I feel like I pitched that a while ago. I definitely got rid of that a while ago. Okay. Well, screw versatile weapons. I have muscles. I have muscles. No, wrong button. Damn it. Why is talking team right next to each other? It's 2 T's. I don't need anything else. I don't need these two similar things to be right next to each other. They had a dress for Lady Mamiya, but she didn't notice it. She no longer recognizes us. I'm scared. Alright, no lore implications there either. Skeleton? Skeleton. Not an exciting one, just a skeleton. Okay, good. Regular key works. A baby? Yeah, expecting plenty of people to call you Mr. Waffle. Yeah, that sucks. Maybe you can go for like a Mr. Ego direction or something at the very least. That might be slightly better. I don't. It just, you know, there's something funnier about egos versus other things I could think of. I'm rambling at this point. Oh shit! I do need to get the other team over here. Is there no other way out from the other side? Please. Space in the tile of versatile bother me greatly. Not sure what you mean. I just must have completely missed it. Oh, a versatile weapon. I'll read the text box again to actually see what you mean. I didn't notice anything off about it. Oh shit! Look, it's a half a man. Nothing. That's definitely something. You need 2 prized possessions to get past Mamiya's guard. Okay, well, I'm guessing that has to do with the rings, so I'll just write that down here. Possessions. Pros to get past Mamiya's guard. Come on, can I not get an autocorrect? Alright, fair enough, whatever. Anyways. Text the NPC dialogue lacks spacing that part of the word. It bothers me on a fundamental level. Kerning, goddammit. Yeah. I will take a look and see. Okay, and this is just a complete other ass area. Okay, so I need to get the other jokers over here, which sucks because Asuka has the pick, so. I guess Asuka, I should probably pronounce it correctly. Oh, wait, actually, no, they can just go all the way around to the... Yeah, okay, so I don't need to make this a bigger production. I can just actually get everyone else over here now. It'll take a while, but at the very least, they can just come through the top path. Night glares. I don't know why I don't know how the knight glares at me, but sure. Maybe it's his armor is so shiny that it intimidates me. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Now the family is all here to beat up one starving person, one starving dehydrated person in a night suit. Alright, Taguchi. Let's take a look at this fresco over here. Letters appear. Show of hands we used to praise Sasuke as Sasuke. Probably. If I had been into Naruto enough back then, I probably would have done so. And the townspeople. True. I love when the townspeople caught her red-handed. They corner her. And they cornered her. Well, yeah. She's making crispy babies and not giving any to me. Right. I think, yeah, I need to go use the restroom. But good news is that I actually don't have to wake up as early as I have had for the rest of this week, so I can actually keep going for a little while tonight. So, I'm gonna just throw up the BRB screen. And I will be back in just a couple minutes. Oh, yeah. throw out the correct text, too. That would help. Challenge visit. Stands for by, removing vowels. Well, not too far off from the truth. I mean, I'm back quickly enough, so I didn't quite. But, I am lactose intolerant, and despite taking, oh, I gotta make sure the audio doesn't double here. It's probably doubling right now. There we go. Despite, taking lactase pills today, they didn't quite exactly counteract the effects of a milkshake and a pizza that I had for lunch today. So yeah, there's a little bit of distress, but nothing nothing would make me give up my delicious dairy products. Nothing in the world. I mean, good God, I'm Italian. Giving up cheese would be basically, you know, halfway to giving up all Italian food. I hate people with amputated toes because they are simply weak of will. They could have just kept their toes. That was one of those things that actually developed, like... That was one of those things that snuck up on me, like, later, late-ish in life. Like, I started to... I mean, as we all are, we're born completely lactose tolerant, so that way we may supple at our mother's teat. I really did just say that out loud, huh? I mean, I guess that's correct, but anyways, like, my dad remained lactose tolerant for his whole life, and my mother, didn't. And so I think I just got a mix of their genes, as one does. And I was lactose tolerant all the way up until about middle through high school, in which I would start to notice that early in the morning, having, cereal with milk in it would be detrimental to my gastrointestinal distress. I'd get very gassy and bloated if I had milk in the morning. So eventually I had to phase that out for a while. And coming around the other way, hold on, I should focus here to not get caught by the ghosts, but it just tended to, the lactose intolerance tended to get worse because, at first I was fine just cutting out milk in the morning, and then dairy throughout the rest of the day was never an issue. But then, a couple more years passed, and it's like, okay, well, now I'm starting to notice, like, I'm backed up if I ever have pizza, and that's no good, and I'm not going to give that up, and, it happens at any time of the day now, so now I just had to take lactase enzyme, to settle things out a little bit. I could handle lactose intolerance if it was more on the diarrhea side of things. I can't handle lactose intolerance because it gives me specifically constipation more than anything else. So I guess, though once I pass a certain threshold, then it turns into, the runs, which I could deal with a little bit better. That's less distressing for me. Okay. Please navigate here so that way I do not get picked up by wayward, malevolent spirits. In fact, let's lure that one back. Both of those back. Okay. Not going to bother with that rune spear. There we go, the twin key. Giving up cheese in Italian is instant go straight to hell. Did not collect 200 salt. I almost corrected 200 soldi for the Italian in me. It really is, though. Although, at the same time, I'm already condemned to hell by other Italians for, disliking fish, tomatoes in their raw form. The Italians ain't really gonna like me. What's the street live on again? Asuka Way. Asuka Way. Asuka Way. It's a bit of a stretch. You got having a bit of a stretch there, but I understand. Let's name Asuka before maybe the Asuka tits. All right, that one works a little bit better. Yeah, sure. Fight the armored man. All right. Now the real question is, oh, son of a bitch, he's too scared. All right. Okay, do I have inventory space here? What could I get rid of? I guess that half a man said that the low key was useless, so despite my better judgments, I'll listen to him. The curse began. Great. Idiot is now stuck there. That's, let him get whisked away, perhaps? No? Alright, gotta do some expert new maneuvering here. Now, Akiko, to the rescue. Alright, Akiko, get stuck in a fucking battle. Excellent. We're making... This is what I do like about the curse status effect. It makes it actually makes for bad situations, because it never, pops up... It always pops up a little bit after battle, and it always makes things a little bit tough. Oh, you both failed to run from a fucking armor. Okay. Alright, well, and the girls are getting whisked away. That's unfortunate. I suppose they'll be fine. Remedy, alright, you're good. Team, let's go. Asuka works better if you pronounce the name correctly. Asuka. Asuka Way. Oh, I guess it does. Sorry, my Japanese isn't very good. I know I'm failing as a VTuber if I haven't learned Japanese at least once in my life, but I struggle enough with language as is. I don't need to take on one of the most complicated languages in the world. When my friends in high school would tell me that, like, oh yeah, Japanese has a thing where, like, words have like different. You can have different ways to count. You have different words to count different numbers of different things. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this language? I will never, ever bother in my life to learn something like that if I have to learn to distinguish between 4 frogs and 4 pencils. Like no. That is... Or 4, you know, pencil-shaped objects. Like, no. No, at that point, your language... I'm sorry, your language has failed. Start again. English has also failed, to be clear. It has incorporated about 7 languages into one trench coat and has about 1 million different root words, and they all start to conflict with each other. But Japanese has also failed as a language for that reason, for the reason I just mentioned as well. Fuck that. The one thing I will give English great credit for, that I really should be giving all Germanic languages great credit for, is the fact that you don't have to there's no formality. There's no formality conjugations in English, which is so good. Such a pain in the ass doing formality conjugations. And also the fact that English does not make you conjugate based like nouns and adjectives based on number and perceived sex of the object. Why does language need to be more difficult to teach to people, huh? Like, no, don't do that. That is, I mean, I'm you know, man with thousands of years of foresight is shitting on, you know, not prehistoric people, but ancient peoples. I get it, but like, I don't understand what the obsession with so many Romance languages was in doing that. It made Italian just a bitch to learn even a small fraction of. Japanese phonetic jokes, truly undeveloped comedic behavior. Chinsku. Still feel French is arguably worse. Well, yeah, French also doesn't know how it wants to pronounce S's and C's and vowels and how it all ends up coming together to sound like certain things. There are certainly more difficult languages to learn than Italian in the Romance variety, but I will still complain about it nonetheless because it's the one I've actually taken some time to learn and, you know, come to love despite the things that drive me insane about it. What in the actual fuck are French doing? I mean, honestly, they're gatekeeping. I don't know what old French was like in comparison to, you know, modern French, but I'm sure that there was probably a sense of, you know, French was the diplomatic language for so long. Let's just make it harder for everyone else to learn so that way we can establish our, you know, cement our cultural superiority. Ha ha ha. Every other country during the French Revolution. Birds spelled in French is oiseau. Yeah, but it's pronounced oiseau. Yeah, they overdo it. I should probably just get the gang together and heal everyone up at this point, huh? There's I mean, I don't really need the heal, but like, am I ever gonna come back for these tonics? No. Yeah, right, let's go and use this one tonic then before we head out. Before we actually get to use the twin keys for their proper, for their designed purpose. Yeah, no. Language is easily the one thing that's not my strong suit. I can't stand doing languages. I like English, I know it, and because I grew up with it, I'm able to use it, and I enjoy diagramming sentences and getting down to the mechanics of how fucked up my own language is. But, man, learning other languages, it's just a pain in the ass. I don't have the brain for it. I don't want to learn... I already learned one thing that's illogical and nonsensical to communicate with other people. I don't need to learn another system completely to, you know, that's nonsensical to talk to people. Okay, get this tonic, move it, save. Currently adding custom midis to my Doom Megawatt. I have to say 03's music works scarily well as Doom level music. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it definitely has to do with probably the sound font too. Like 03 has easily is the best. Well, was I saying 02 or 03? I think I said 02 last time as maybe my favorite overall music. Actually, yeah, no, that was totally wrong that I said that last stream. I have like a favorite thing from each of the Zero games, and I forgot I was like kind of wrong on what I meant. 03 probably has the best sound font of all the Zero games. It really uses its you know, guitar well, has a great sense of rhythm. And yeah, it definitely fits right into the Doom soundtrack. It has that same kind of, you know, upbeat, frantic energy that also kind of, you know, portrays a doomed world a little bit well. It's nice. It's very peak. Chords mostly good. Sometimes the guitar's a bit overpowering. I could see that. I'm not really I don't know. If you could even call it a complaint about Forward's music, is just that I don't know. A lot of it tends not to stand out to me. Outside of, you know, Falling Down being one of the best compositions in the entire Mega Man franchise, and its boss music slaps, even if it's a little bit different from the rest of the series. You know, a lot of the other stage soundtracks from 04 just, you know, they don't really stand out in my mind very much. Meanwhile, something like 02, Frostbrain, that is a really good example of a nice slow theme with a lot of texture and depth to it to keep you interested in things. And then, I mean, good God. What I was actually trying to say in my previous stream about what my favorite thing in 02 is, both my favorite music and favorite level in 02 are the same place. I love Power Bomb and the stage it's from to no end. I know that stage has a reputation for being one of the most difficult and bullshit experiences in the entire Zero franchise. I fucking love it so much for the atmosphere it sets, and the music fits the tone perfectly. Power Bomb is peak Zero music. You cannot change my mind. I like it more than Cannonball. I like it more than Falling Down. There's no competition in my mind that Power Bomb is the absolute best Zero music there is, and the best soundtrack from the entirety of the Mega Man series. It just, I love the theming of that stage so much for the fact that, like, it really emphasizes to you that Zero is this all-powerful hero of legend, that you're sending him in to do one of the most dangerous fucking things you can possibly imagine. Hopping from, you know, plane to plane over a, you know, several thousand-foot drop below, so that way he can stop a fucking nuke from going off and blowing up your home base. If you do not think that is the tightest shit in the world, you need to leave right the fuck now and reevaluate your life situations. Like, good God. I wish that's what it set such a precedent for me playing the other rest of the Zero games, and I was just a bit disappointed by the fact that, like, there's not more insanely, ludicrously dangerous situations that Zero's being put in. If you really want to, you know, fanfiction him up or Mary Sue him up and, like, give him, like, the most dangerous shit in the world to go to, like, why don't you send him through, like, a radioactive wasteland? Like, that's probably a pretty good one. Or, you know, kind of take a Area F from Mega Man ZX page and, like, active war zone, like, shit is just actively raining down from above constantly. Like, really, really sell me on the fact that Zero is doing some shit that the rest of the Resistance couldn't do. Okay. Team up. Let's get the gangs back together as they were. Team up here. And then party. Asuka, you get rid of them, you ditch the child, go back to these people, the other adults in the room. And then Kazuo, back with your daughter. Got the key kids over here, right? Yeah, they both have keys. Cool. Find funny is because that's what most people think of X2 and X3's OSCs. I mean, they're very solid, but I think there's a partial, you know, there's a hint of nostalgia there because more people probably grew up, and also just sheer numbers. More people probably grew up playing X2 and X3 than people who grew up playing or even have played the Zero series at all. You know, being a flagship title on the SNES versus a just another title, I guess, sort of a flagship title on the Game Boy Advance really does that to you. Let's see. X3's case only plays the SNES version. Can't unhear Cannonball without thinking about it as an Undertale AU Megalovania remix. It's actually crazy how similar the two tracks are in composition. Yeah, I can hear it in my head. I've probably heard one mashup at some point, but you know, I've forgotten it. One thing that there's always this little tinge of regret sometimes when it's like no, let me back up. At first, if you're familiar, I think we've talked about him before, but Man on the Internet's like vocal covers of things. You haven't checked him out, I mean, do that. Does some great work there. He did vocal covers of Zero's theme. Oh, this is unfortunate. Emmy, get you over here. Alright, well, you're both saved, so that's good. Now I can get the pick kids in here. Man on the Internet, so yeah, Man on the Internet did vocal covers of Zero's theme, as well as Cannonball. And for a while, I was a little embarrassed to like it, just because it was like, I don't know. Some of the lyrics are a little cheesy, very shoehorned in to kind of like, you know, fit with the, I mean, they're not shoehorned in. They're well picked from like Zero's lore and other Mega Man lore and stuff like that. It just does kind of, you know, have this tinge of, it's just referencing things as cheesily as possible. But now I can't hear the tracks without thinking of, now I can't hear the tracks without thinking of the lyrics anyways, so. Well, look at me, right? It's good shit, and you just learn to enjoy things, even if you think it's a little bit cringe. And then suddenly it doesn't become cringe anymore. You actually just learn to appreciate it and just, be nice to yourself and others. Anyway, now that wholesome Big Chungus moment is over, let's get the hell out of this room. This mean room that just tried to trap me, and that's all it wanted to do. Two next three probably weren't played as much back then as you might think. Remember, they cost more back then, probably about $80 each. I suppose, I guess, but I don't know. I always just figured it was more or less a thing of, oh god, you're here. I thought you died. Well, I would like the other characters, please. Thank you. Oh, you're safe. I was, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm clearly a little too young for, you know, quite to remember, but, I guess X2 and X3 maybe, yeah, if they were that expensive, probably weren't all that. I just know a lot of people, like, cite Mega Man X as one of their, like, childhood games and, you know, first things they got that they really remember loving, and so, you know, figured X2 and X3 might have been on the list. Because I don't know. I know certainly the Zero series isn't on the list. I feel like people don't talk about the Zero series as much as the X series, at the very least. Overlap and similar composition with the Zero and King of Fighters. Not sure if they shared composers. The amount of similarity is wild. KD0079 from King of Fighters 99 sounds very similar to Zero's Mega Man 01 theme. I will have to remember that for later. I will check that out. And where are you safe? You've done well. Now enter her room by the lower right door. Good luck. Now go. Okay, I actually would like the other people here. Alright. What's on this little mural? Anything cool? But yeah, like, speaking of other stuff I've actually checked out. So I did actually, I know you mentioned it many streams ago, but I finally got around to checking out that mashup album of When Worlds Collide from Vraesgray and Extranor. I gotta be honest, not too much of it stood out to me. There was nothing really bad on it, you know. I enjoyed what I was hearing, but there was one thing that really stood out to me as great, and I will be adding it to my playlist in the future. It was Pretender's World. I have not thought of his world from Sonic 06 in over a fucking decade, So, like, that really helped to catch my attention, first and foremost. And once it caught my attention with that, it was kind of like, all over for me there. Because then I was actually, like, totally hooked in what the song was going for. And I had never thought that his world and The Pretender would actually work. Like, in no space have I ever thought of those two things back to back. And so those are always, like, some of my favorite mashups. Especially the fact that, like, the silences between both of them actually work out really well. Like, I think of all things on that mashup album, that one easily had, like, the best just composition and arrangement of pieces from each thing. So, like, cool recommendation. It was worth it just for that. Infinite Linking Park mashup. I think that one was also pretty cool. I paid attention to those, but I'm not like I never had a Linkin Park phase, I guess I might say. So he will only see shiny objects. So I don't have as much of a, connection to it. I've tried, like, listening to, what was it? What's Linkin Park's most famous album again? Something Theory? I forget what it is. It just wasn't really my thing. Not my kind of music. So, it's only the occasional Linkin Park mashup that tends to, with the most popular songs that tend to actually catch my ear. 2 more good Amos to King of Fighter range tracks are excellent. Alright, give it a shot. Maybe. I don't know. I have a lot of things to catch up on musically. Alright, so that's good to know about the guards. Ruby, I really would like to keep the rings on one character, just so that way I don't have to backtrack too much for it. 2 picks to get out of here in case I needed it. What's this? Shiny axe. My shiny axe and me. Oh, that's what that other guy was referencing. Gucci. Items. Long mace. Long sword. Alright. You can keep y'all's items. Oh, okay. I can walk through, man. I can walk through this man. Can I still talk to him? Nobody's there? Somebody's definitely there. There's something about going to the bottom right here, but there's nothing here. I have the 2 rings, so I can just go. I'll interact with the statues of Doom again. Hopefully this time in a way that doesn't cause everything to fall apart. Oh, hell, the statues have respawned again. Alright. Linkin Park Doobie Brothers mashup, Mouth Boots, easily your favorite Linkin Park anything. That's fair. Oh, hold on. Phlegm in my throat. Okay. What's my I know that similarly, there's a Linkin Park mashup that's, like, really great. One of my favorite ones. I mean, I of course love the, I don't know. Surprisingly, this feels more outside my usual genre, but I really like the, Linkin Park Jay-Z mashup for, In the End. That one's really good. But I'm also thinking of, like, proper mashup artistry, from Fluff-a-Duff. I know it's in my phone here. Let me take a look. What was the title of it again? From Untitled Paint Project. I think it was, yeah, Kids Can't Feel. It was a mashup of, Numb as well as, I don't remember, but it's got a fun poppy vibe to it. I don't know what the other component is, but somehow it works. If you haven't picked up on it enough yet, I can't recommend Untitled Paint Project by Fluff-a-Duff enough. It is very Mouth Moods esque and has just as high of production quality and reference selection. The cheerful background music being Chester's vocals come off more so it is in a positive way. Love it. Yeah, I mean that's why it's also like I think maybe it's not my favorite thing to actually listen to, but I think my favorite thing conceptually off of the Mouth Moods album is YMCA, just because of how much Hans Zimmer's fucking track completely recontextualizes the Village People. A song that's normally just kind of, you know, goofy and hype for a lot of people is actually this, you know, kind of, it's this serious, somber song about, you know, sucking up your pride and, you know, seeking help when you need it if you're, you know, down on your luck and homeless and shit like that in America. You should go to the YMCA. It's like, those lyrics were always there, just that nobody paid attention to it before. And yet now this complete, you know, redux of the track actually makes it apparent. Who had thought? Okay, hold on. I know the curse is coming. Yeah, there we go. Let's go steer ends. Great. All right. Emmy. Actually, yeah. Hold on. I'm pretty sure. Team up. Okay. I'm pretty sure that I can give the knights the rings now. I'm pretty sure I could do this. We're just gonna make a couple of saves just to be sure that nothing goes wrong, and if something does go wrong, I can undo it. But this would free up a whole lot of inventory space. And I'm gonna look... No, I'm gonna... Items. Every key, but nothing happened. Oh, that's not good. Candle? Place the candle. It fits. Now do I have to do items in other directions? Okay, no. So I actually just need all 3 keys. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh. I had a heart attack. I accidentally pressed A instead of B and looked again, but thankfully the candle text isn't corrupted. It's just the main text. Okay, good. Alright, well, I know where the other candles are. Well, at least one of the other candles are, so I can just go grab that easily. Fuck, what a heart attack. Okay. Okay, so I'm pretty sure one of the other candles is back this way. I can go grab that. Yeah, genuinely tear up with the YMCA lyrics. When I first heard it, I was like, oh my god, that's actually what this song's about? That's actually, like, really emotional. My god. That's what I love about mashup music. It actually brings out things that you would have never paid attention to otherwise. Eminem and Caravan Palace, Alone, Slim Shady's Peak. Alright, let's give it a go. We're due for the next Mouth album soon, assuming Mouth Dreams wasn't meant to be the last album. I'm honestly surprised that Mouth Dreams came out at all, to be quite fair. I thought, you know, I figured Neil was probably done with the Mouth series. Not out of, you know, any sense of spite, but just a sense of, like, you know, the time gap between everything was like, yeah, I figured he probably wasn't going to come out with another one, but I guess here he is, proving us all wrong. Although I will say, I don't know, something about Mouth Dreams really didn't stick with me. It definitely feels like the weakest out of the quadrilogy at this point, or tetralogy, whatever the terminology is. The only thing that me and my friends actually still reference from Mouth Dreams is, you know, I don't miss you, babe, and I do want to miss everything. Like, that's funny. That's a funny line. Especially when it's delivered better by somebody with better vocal cords than I. But outside of that, I don't know. There's nothing I really remember off of Mouth Dreams. Nothing really, you know, gets my goat there. But, you know, it also is, to be fair, like, I will admit, I'm not super into a lot of, like, you know, other... Well, no, I shouldn't say that. I like, you know, the Lemon Demon solo project enough in a lot of areas. But, okay, so the key doesn't work here either. But, you know, there's some of the old ones, like, out of it, I really only enjoy... out of the Lemon Demon stuff, I really only enjoy, Spirit Phone, or, yeah, no, that's the album name. I I really only enjoy Spirit Foam, and even then, I don't actually enjoy the original pressing of the album. It just something about it didn't hit right. But now there was like a 2022 remaster, and Spirit Phone hits really hard on that remaster. It's absolutely worth a listen. It's just, I don't know, somehow everything's balanced a lot better. Okay, so there was nothing here. There was no damn key in that area. Okay, or candle. All right. Usually there was a surprise for you to do just a trilogy just fine. Yeah, it was just kind of, you know, crazy to come out. I feel like it was maybe a one-off thing. Either a one-off thing or, you know, maybe Neil just gets inspired one day and just says, oh, actually, you know what? This isn't a bad idea. The SpongeBob part came out, I can't experience. Yeah, actually, okay, I'll agree to that. That was the other part of Mouth Dreams that was really funny. I don't exactly remember when that happened, so I can actually maybe recreate it because I don't remember it. But when SpongeBob just fucking came out of nowhere and, you know, the pirate ow kind of thing, like, that was gold. Neil still has a very good sense of comedic timing. Once you have that, you never really lose it. Let's spin right into the SpongeBob Queen mashup, something else. Yeah, it is. That album is very good at humor. It was maybe just a little bit lacking in the actual musical composition department, at least for me personally. Didn't quite hit. The outtakes from Mouth Moods are really good as well. ISS combined Power Rangers sound like a Lost Forest Thunder game. Yeah, actually, I know what you're talking about. Like the Mouth Moods, the outtake from Mouth Moods that I enjoy the most actually is the Avril mashup with the World Champion Aerobics Championship. That's really good. I like that one quite a bit. I enjoy that more than, you know, either of the originals, and both of the originals are still very good. But it's like, well, why would I ever have them separately again now? They are the best when combined together. All right, I know there was another key around here somewhere. Where the hell is that area with the mice and the rats? Oh, actually, wait, that was all the way back there. I didn't need to come back to this room. It was in the other room. Shit. Okay. Calls them mouth takes. Yeah, I've heard that before. Only because you have context for the instrumental. Yeah, you've seen the National Aerobic Championships video. I mean, that's good on its own too. I sometimes do occasionally just listen to the original music video for that. It's still pretty good. It is a pretty legendary video. It's just shocking that, like, oh wow, this is easily the best 80s motivational workout video that there is. Like, not only is the choreography excellent, but so is the actual, like, you know, music for it. A cold air waits. Like, why did they compose so hard for that? Like, it's the same thing as, you know, having our NES greats of, like, you know, your Tim Follins on the working on just fucking Pictionary. Like, okay, sure, you didn't need to go this hard, but I'm glad you did. Cold air waits, who's that up head? Well, hopefully it's no one that crazy. Actually, wait a minute, so hold on. Where was that small room with the cat again? I think it was this area. Ah, I got tailed by the damn armor. From the Manrobics taunts. I knew of Neil before that, and so I was you know, curious on the sources, and I did you know, I learned about it before that taunt got added to the game. So when the taunt got added to the game, I'm like, yes, perfect. Please, this is the addition I need for Team Fortress 2. More taunts. The taunts were really fun when they were new. Then, as you know, they went along, it was like, all right, well, there's like a million of these, so whatever. Same thing, you know. Once you hit a certain number of hats, it's like, all right, well, these are no longer exciting. They just kind of exist. They just exist until there's one specifically that you want. The Conga Solo a couple of months ago. Yeah, I know, right? I can't believe there was ever a time where people were like, You're still using the conga? It's kind of like the same kind of thing where it's like people are like, oh, you're still using the iPhone 12? Don't you know that was from 2 years ago? All right, sure, bud. Do you really have nothing else better to do? The other candle here. Sweet. All right, one more. Valve dropped the Conga teachers game, the friendly multiplayer game for the next 3 months. Yeah, and Star releases the landmark video. This is TF2 now, and it's just fucking people congaing for 8 minutes. Legendary. I still haven't had a chance to play the Scream Fortress update though. I've been meaning to try it out, but I don't know. I keep getting distracted. You know, when I'm done with stream, it's like, okay, maybe I just settle down and like grind out some Helldivers for an hour, or like I need to capture Payday footage, or you know, what have you. So, need to give that a shot. Need to give that a shot before it goes away, or at least is relegated to community servers. Okay. What was I doing here again? Oh yeah, let's go to the other room. Let's see. Well, Halloween is... Oh, hello. Little creature. I know what you are. Yo, what up? He speaks. Who goes there? I serve Ichiro. By his order, none shall pass. Let's see. Isn't this, the guard has poor eyesight, so he'll only see shiny objects? I think I know what those shiny objects might be. Ring bearer? Ring bearer, I require your shiniest rings. Come over here. Damn it, got interrupted. But, oh, we're still in the Halloween spirit. Let's ask a thematic, easy question. Do you have a favorite and a least favorite candy? For me, favorites would easily be Jolly Ranchers. I love those artificially flavored bastards. There's nothing I want to do more than suckle on one of those hard candies for a long period of time and coat my tongue in a artificial dye. What I hate about the candy I hate, that fucking candy I hate, is Smarties. I cannot stand Smarties. They're crunchy, they taste like chalk, and they have no real sugar in it. It's terrible. So I use the ruby ring. The ring is shining. Look, he speaks. Who goes there? Okay. Alright, figure this out. So let's see. He will only see the shiny objects. Right. You need 2 prized possessions to get past the guard. Yes, I have those 2 prized possessions, in fact. Okay. Keep using the objects? I don't. Do I pray? Maybe he'll fucking see. Maybe he'll see something if I pray. No, the rings are singing. Singing? Speaks? That you, sir. Done just as you asked. None have passed. Farewell, good sir. Alright, well, that works. Sure, singing rings. Why not? I don't know why I have to pray to make them sing. Well, I guess you would have to fucking pray for a miracle to get rings to sing at you, so. We didn't disturb the memorial. Leave us be. Favorite candy is Airheads, no question. Don't have a proper least favorite. I just gave away most of my Halloween candy. Fred sans the Airheads. Airheads is a pretty solid choice. It's definitely got, you know, that delicious artificial flavor that I crave. You made it. Let's go. All right. Well, no need to tell me twice. Rest in peace, Lady Mamiya. Give me my baby. Your baby is in the furnace. You shall die. I really like that. Don't worry, I will figure out a way to get past this. If I don't come back, remember this. The power within you surely will surely stop her. That's 3 L's. Uh-oh. Okay, Lady Mamiya, be at peace. Ow, my eyes. Gura! That's a Vtuber. You don't need to name her. You don't need to name drop her. You did what you could. Must hurry, end this curse. Oh, this is... Now that is really fucking cool for the NES era. That probably was one of the best, like, ways to show something gruesome happening during this time. It still looks metal as hell today. I gotta appreciate that. I hope everyone else can also appreciate as much as I did a dude fucking melting before your eyes into a skeleton in as much realistic detail as 8-bits can provide you. Still does the Mr. Beast pose. He's committed, you know? Fucked up formatting when it comes to I's and L's. Yeah, I think there's also a part of it where it's like, uh-oh. There's a part of it where it's also like, they try to, make space work by having double letters in one, like, character box. So, yeah, the occasional screw-up happens that way. Must have been knocked unconscious. Oh, the fireplace. Well, ain't that convenient. Hey, how about the other party actually, you know, figure out what's over here? Yeah, so what did you say earlier? Still, if you can get a big enough audience, you can have dedicated Doom 2016 multiplayer streams so you can finally play that multiplayer again. Yeah, that would be fun. I would enjoy doing something like that. It, you know, provided I'm a, you know, huge Doom proponent and don't end up being like, wow, I don't get this game. But I think I'll have a good time with it, so. Aw, I need the cameraman back here. Oh, hold on. I can actually restart, reload. I saved right outside the door. Okay. Yeah. Go into the scary room alone. I'm sure you'll be fine. Actually, what am I doing? This is probably the worst person for me to actually get sent alone, because if somebody gets cursed... Alright, sorry, we're gonna have to see the third flash again. We're gonna have to send in some other dolt in there. I can't be getting cursed or immobile and then not having a remedy and then having to run all the way back. Okay, so... Party... Kazuo, you're not really necessary for much. And you have a full inventory. Yeah, you go on ahead. 2016 session mode is just straight up fun. If you played any zombie infection game mode, it's the best form of that. Oh yeah, like I do remember actually, like, you know, if it's similar to 8-bit deathmatch's zombie mode, which I'm guessing it is, that was actually a hell of a lot of fun to do. So I'd probably enjoy that at the very least. You're right. All right, girl can take the key. Look. Nothing. I think it's something. Come on, give me some flavor text. What do you mean this isn't Earthbound? Oh, this one's dusty. Ew. Alright. Get the other boy over here. Actually, wait, no, she has the vacuum cleaner. Alright. Vacuum. Party. Taguchi. There we go. There we go. Playing as a Prowler Demons basically just becomes give everybody FNAF jump scares mode. Alright, well, you want me to shit my pants while I'm playing Doom, then I guess that's the option for me, huh? I don't generally do well with horror games and jump scares like that, you know, so... But I suppose it could be fun. I can manage to have fun with, you know, the jump scare of getting a hunter on me in Left 4 Dead, so... Surrounded, she threw herself into the furnace. Gotcha. That's actually something I would love to do at some point if I have enough people to do it with. Convince everybody to do expert realism Left 4 Dead with me, all campaigns, because I've done expert. I've never actually played realism, but I want to. I want to have, I want to play on a max difficulty, miserable as possible experience. That just sounds like the exact kind of thing I do. I just need a group of dedicated gamers to do something, that masochistic. I can convince I could barely convince my friends to play expert mode, not because it's too difficult for them, but because they played the game so much. But I can't convince them to play realism expert because they're like, why would I do that? Realism is ass to play. That doesn't sound fun at all. I was like, it's not about fun. It's about torturing yourself. Come on now. Just getting hit from 100 from Left 4 Dead, more so getting hit by a Reinhardt charge in Overwatch that fucking obliterates you. Cosmo. Yeah, call Cosmo over. Oh. No, he's over there. Alright, well, maybe he can find something in the... Oh. If there's no candle here? Yeah, he doesn't need to be down here right now. I guess I'll just wait it out. Alright, called the wrong person. Alright, call Asuka over. She's right there. And just for her to get frozen. Great. Love it. Love that for you. Team back up. Alright. Some good footage of it. Just type in Doom 2016 possession gameplay. Alright. I'll give it a shot at some point. It'll be a good thing to take a gander at. Okay, so now I have that gold key, which I think I could probably unlock that room in the upper left there. Well, I could at least give it a shot if I can open it. What was I gonna mention? Oh yeah, I also forgot to... I don't think we've mentioned it so far in stream, and I also forgot to mention it last time. But, you do notice, I am... My avatar is a little bit oily, actually. And a little damaged. I convinced Dirknolk, or I just asked him to, you know, make something to complement the thumbnail for the Sweet Home videos. And, I did promise I would have a Halloween costume at some point, for this. And so here we are. I did deliver on that promise. I would consider this the Halloween costume. Now, am I costuming as anybody else different? No, but I've changed. I think that counts for something. It's close enough. It's like horseshoes. Eat themselves as enemies. Alright. Gucci failed. Oh, good. Now I have to call Akiko over. Actually, no, she's right here. Perfect. Alright, and that third candle's just somewhere. And we'll find it eventually, I guess. Alright. Let's see. I have a little bit more time. Let's keep going. I've been splooched on. No, no. It's more like I am the one who does the splooshing. It's just, you know, coming out of different orifices in my body. Not the one that you would expect with that verb. Alright, get rid of the pests in this room. I don't know. I thought it was neat, at the very least. I like the idea of, you know, having a damaged avatar for this thumbnail. Seem to understand, Skylar. I am the one who comes. Yeah, I thought that the damaged look would probably be the best thing to emulate, you know, what we got going on in Sweet Home with some of the enemies. You know, give me that kind of horror look. It doesn't escape me also that I haven't had a thumbnail yet where I don't look, I don't have some kind of negative emotion in some way. The Mag Mammal 3 is like me going Eric Andre manic over getting to play the game. the thumbnail for Sweet Home is me threatening the viewer at gunpoint. And, I don't know, some of my other video thumbnails that actually have my face in it is more kind of like, okay, well, now I'm going to, what am I thinking of? Aetherman stream. I have a headache. Yeah. We'll get to something positive eventually. Anyways, I want to see, can I actually push these statues outside now? Okay, I can. Great. There's probably something cool over here. Ow. Okay, thought gloves would work. Guess they don't. Alright, well, I'm taking minimal damage, so I don't actually have to worry about it. Sweet. And what's this? Slide? Well, move the board out of the way. I don't think we need those anymore. And then take a look at this. Oh, it's dirty. Damn it. Okay. That's unfortunate. Guess I'll have to call the party over. It's good. Cool. So what else is going on? Do I have weekend plans? I don't know if I have weekend plans necessarily. I have a whole to-do list of weekend plans, but nothing else quite interesting. Plan to make more Mag Mammal 3 live reactions. I plan to vote this weekend. Holy shit, first time I'm doing that in my fucking life. Set up my monitor, my new monitor, and start thinking about I don't think I need to make it yet necessarily. There's more Mag Mammal to go around, but I will start thinking about making the X6 and Doom thumbnails. What I would actually want to do for those. I think the Doom thumbnail, I would go with a very typical kind of, you know, what everybody does is replace Doom Guy's face, and I'll just put a border around being like original the thumbnail, do not steal. That'll work. And I already have a good sprite for it, just being, you know, the Crash text box in Mag Mammal 3. So, yeah. Alright. Party, Taguchi, hello, yes. Yes, hello, there's a fresco here. Take a picture of it. No, don't offer it medicine. That's not how anything works. See, now that costume mostly finished, make an edit to your avatar with like a damaged explosion, endoskeleton eye if you want something more horrifying for next Thursday stream, considering it'll be Halloween and all. I mean, if you just feel like fucking around and have the free time, sure. I would take it, but actually there's a bit of a difficulty to it because the way that this avatar actually blinks is that the eyes are not a separate layer. It's just this is one big GIF, and you would need to edit that in for everything, for every single frame of that. So I don't know if that would be too much of a pain in the ass, but if you feel like flexing, sure, that'd be kind of fun. You need 3 slides to see the memories. Oh, well, would you look at that? I found the slides. It's almost like I kind of know this game or something. Is to see the memories. Yes, the mouth is actually the only piece that is separate. So that way it can actually track, well, track, but you know, listen to the hurts that are coming out of my mouth and then figure out exactly what mouth movement to have. But yeah, I mean, if you want, I could drop the GIF in the GIFs, or a GIF in the I'm trying to say the Google Drive folder, probably for the one without the glasses, because it would be difficult to edit around that without all the original layers, because Dirt Milk has all the original layers. I don't have them. I just had the final product. You're supposed to park a little instead of blink animation. Alright. Give it a go if you wish. Alright, cool. Now I can open actually some of these miscellaneous doors around here. That gold key. Oh, hey, it's that slide. It's that ninja. A note. Let's go. I'll go find Takashi. I will look near the garden. Alright, well, I already went to the garden, so no worries about that. Shiny axe. We already got one. For some reason, there are wolves inside of this room. Alright, I don't know why I bothered running. It's not like these things are exactly threatening. But I guess I need to add some variety to the JRPG experience. Alright. Oh, you don't have the slide. A projector. Projector. Ah. Alright, well this culminates in a pretty cool moment within the game. Oh, god damn it, do I really need these ghost spirits here? I remember, this culminates in something pretty cool, so I'll be happy to actually get all these 3 slides. I don't think I'll maybe do it tonight, unless the third one's really nearby, but we already know where the second one is. Exclusively the eyes and mouths should be a very easy thing for you to do. Okay. I have no idea how, you know, easy or difficult it can be, given the fact that, like, you know, one of the... You don't have all the original files and stuff. I can only give you the final GIF product. And I guess the still images, but... I don't... Or one still image, but I don't know how that would really help. Like, the full eyes open. So yeah, put the slide in here. Inserted. 1/3 of the picture. Handsome looking man. Who's that? I don't know. Some guy, we dragged him in off the streets. Oh, you can open the GIF as layers in Photoshop. Ah, okay. Didn't know that's how it worked. Don't know if you use Krita for developing a lot of this stuff, so... I have no idea how cross-programs work like that. Same for MP4s. How the hell does that work? Oh, wait, right, MP4s, not MP3s. Okay. Crash has been streaming for 3 hours. His head hurts a little bit. He's not thinking straight. I guess just drop the twin key for now. This is a temporary thing. Alright, all the way around. Shove the second slide into the projector. A synesthesia mode. True. That would be pretty cool, honestly. I mean, I know, you know, I'm sure people affected by synesthesia, you know, maybe they have, they definitely have some difficulties living like that. I don't want to belittle that, but it does seem kind of be like the coolest possible thing that I could think of to be able to, you know, experience sights, or experience your senses in a crossed manner. Be able to, you know, feel out how, you know, something tastes. Like, oh wow, this drink tastes pointy. I love that kind of shit. The closest thing to a synesthesic experience I can describe is the fact that I know, not that I know. I have very... Uh-oh, the baby's looking a little hot. Maybe he's crispy. I have very strong associations between letters and colors. I could make... I have an associated color for every letter of the alphabet. There are some repeats, and certainly some are just because of, you know, influenced by pieces of media I've read. But like for example, I associate A with red because I had to read The Scarlet Letter, one of the worst texts ever written, and for high school. And then I also had, I associate C's with blue and M's with orange because I always associated Capulets and Montagues with those colors respectively when reading Romeo and Juliet. B I would give maybe also a dark blue. C is kind of like a cheese yellow to me. Yeah, I don't know. I could go on, but I would like to. I think I should actually, I should actually just make an alphabet with the colors painted in like that at some point. I would like to just see what other people's opinions might be. It might be a good Twitter engagement post. People might actually respond to something I post for once. Be the next big, I guess we making letters now kind of meme. I wonder if there are any other doors on this floor to open. I don't remember. This goes at full power. Post-production class. Final in the drive if you want to see. Sure, I guess. I don't know. I'd give it a look. Okay. Nothing else really here. Head hurty. Alright, I guess there's nothing else in this area. Now we can move back to the... Now we can move to an area that I think has really cool music, honestly. For how simple it is, it's very good at making an eerie environment. You heard a little bit when I was grabbing that second slide, but now we get to immerse ourselves in it for a little while. Well, actually, I think there's a closed door up there. I think the gold key might actually work on that. Halo Infinite gaming clip montage for my finals. Probably some of the nuttier edits I've done. Ooh. Alright. That sounds fun. Nice little highlight reel. Or whatever it actually ends up being. Okay, the child has the gold key. I'd offer to share my biggest life's accomplishment is writing my master's thesis, and that was a 98-page behemoth of text and references. But if I did that, that would be sharing a little bit too much about my personal information. Also, not like it's fucking legible by the majority of the population. It's just, the dense technical knowledge required to understand what the hell I'm talking about. But, I don't know. That is and always will be my proudest achievement. The fact that I have something public within the scientific literature published. Oh, nothing happened there? Well, that's unfortunate. Guess the key doesn't work. I could try the twin key, though. I mean, it is still right here. Ah, fuck. Just like, I've seen those videos too. Oh god, he's green now. Green? Yeah, I've seen those videos. Those are fucking funny. About, dichotomy. I really think the dichotomy between giant and maniac is something worth exploring. The red indicates a more boiled kind of color, while the green indicates a more infected kind of color. You can really think of the fact that there's a, damage from heat and damage from infection is two sides of the same coin. One is the physical and one's the life side, and it can shut up. Yeah, that was good. Okay, so twin key work on this door? Please let it work on this door. I want to satisfy my curiosity. God, imagine being a poor horde of maggots in this mansion, and then just suddenly some child comes up and demolishes you with 280 damage. Suck to suck. You're just atomized at that point. Nothing is left of you. Alright, so what the hell is this gate in front of us? A gate. True. Any items work on it? Key. Gold key. Twin key. No. Okay. Well, guess we're stuck. Guess we go home now. Bye, guys. Bye. Have a beautiful time. Dead. Dead. The gold key opens 4 different doors. Shit, I wasn't counting. I think I opened 3. There was one to get back into the dining room. There's one to get into the projector room. There's one to just get out of that bedroom? I think there's a 4th one I haven't done yet. I have to look for it. guessing that's probably the exit out of this area. More water. No, don't leave them for dead. Wrong game. Yeah, Taguchi's curse. Somehow getting splooged on turns you into a cursed individual that requires medicine. Ow, holy shit. Flashbanged. Alright. Where the hell is another door that's locked? Do I really want to just wander around the mansion until I happen to find a fourth door that's locked? That doesn't exactly sound like a very entertaining experience. I'm just gonna... Yeah, let me just look at the fucking guide. Let me see where this goes. Let's see. Go into this, go into the basement. No, we've done that. Go into the room. Cats and mice. Alright. Look at the man doing the rings. Okay, grabbing the key. Huh. Well, that's an interesting tip. Apparently her dress is on the bed. That's invisible. You can grab it and refill your priority's prey points infinitely. That seems a touch overpowered, considering that, you know, you can just demolish people with prey points. I don't think I'm gonna go back for that. Let's see. Open the door at the bottom of Mamiya's room. Okay, so that's one. Door northwest of where you exit Mamiya's room. You get back on the second floor, right? Okay, so we've done those. Enter the fireplace, a slide, take it, head to the far east hall of the east wing. Lock the middle door on the left, the gold key. Alright. I don't remember where the east wing is necessarily. I guess, well, hold on. There's a whole locations thing here, too. East wing. What room is that? Okay, that's where things were dark as shit for a while. Alright. I'll backtrack that way. The post-production finals, the finished clips folder on the drive, along with the Tex Avery sequence. Tex Avery sequence. That brings back memories. I actually, used to watch... I was actually, I say I grew up. I guess kind of grew up. My dad had a Laserdisc player, of all things, when I was younger. And he did actually manage to find, like, the original Tex Avery uncensored kind of, you know, collection for that. So that was fun to watch. A bit stinting of a worldview, but it was fun to watch. I don't know. That's the stupid... That's the fact that I took a racing cartoons class once talking. Don't let that ruin your fun. It's still funny shit. I love all of the like Car of Tomorrow and Car of Tomorrow and what was the other one? House of Tomorrow. House of Tomorrow is really fun. Kid asks the TV a million questions and just says, "Ah, shut up." That's good. Did allow me to at least recognize Tex Avery's art style very distinctly, though. There's just something about the way he actually, you know, has things drawn, and the certain level of kind of rubberiness that every character has. It's very distinct. Okay, so wait a minute. Hold on. So take it to the far east hall to the east wing. Unlock the middle door on the left with the gold key. How do you mean far east hall? The east wing? Thought that's where I was. Well, I actually just didn't go into it. Maybe I should just go into it. Hey. I don't know why I didn't try that out, but... Minus the racism, true. Yeah. That's the thing you gotta watch out for. Did have a good... As long as you recognize the problems with it, you can still have a good laugh at it, is my opinion. Oh, it's this fucking room. Good God, there's no way I would ever remember this room existed. I'm so glad I looked at the guide for this. Who's ready to make a crispy baby? I am. I know what this fucking floor tile means. Oh, it's completely different. It's like cursed ice, huh? Kashi outside, push the statue. Okay. How are we doing health-wise? We're doing fine. Okay, pick this up. Move this over. Speaking of random old nostalgia stuff, though, when the other thing that listening to or actually hearing his world for the first time in like 10 years, did for me was that I got to I don't have nostalgia for it because of Sonic 06. I never played Sonic 06 or really watched a full playthrough of it. But I have nostalgia for the theme because it was used by some random YouTube people as an intro for their like Pikmin skit series called Pikmin 2, spelled with TU instead of TWO. And I mean, God, while the humor probably would not land today just because it was like written by, I think 2 14-year-olds and I'm an adult now. I still have strong nostalgia of watching those videos over and over again as a child, and getting the classic jokes about Carmel dancing will kill you if you engage with it too much. It'll overstimulate your senses and you'll end up dead on the floor. Or other jokes about the Pikmin being fat and such. Good times, good times. Haven't thought of that series in years, and the best news is that, it was previously, like, the creators took down their videos a long time ago, and you weren't able to find them all again. Just a couple of people, like, did 1 or 2 video re-uploads. But then I looked back again because I remembered the series existed, and would you look at that? The original creators decided to upload everything again. I will have to go on that nostalgia trip later, along with Megas XLR at some point. Okay, camera. What do we got? Show me what you got. Concentrate on what the projector shows to find the way. Okay, well, I was kind of going to do that anyhow. I wasn't going to just look at the projector and say, oh, that's a pretty cool family, and then just, like, walk away. Shows to find the way. Okay. The Sonic 06 once in my life got launched into space by Silver, so that was fun. Sometimes getting launched into space by a game is really genuinely the most fun you can have, even if it's a fucked up and, buggy experience. Oh, and that's okay. That half a man was telling me to push the other statues outside, which I already did because I remembered they were there. Okay. Now I know what that guy was saying. I was gonna go and test the other statues. Like, anyways, back to buggy games. I've mentioned it before, but Magica is one of my favorite games of all time. It's one of the first things I ever played on Steam, and just being a game where you can, again, synthesize your own spells out of a couple of 8 different elements, and the game is centralized around a multiplayer experience where you can just kind of revive each other at will, but also kill each other really easily on accident or on purpose at will. It makes for a very fun experience, and one of my favorite things to do in that game is to set up mines with arcane and shield element, and then infuse them with good knockback elements like steam. You put steam and water on there as well, so you make steam water arcane mines. Then you put a regular shield element, cast it on yourself, you step on it, and you're essentially sticky jumping. And I really mean sticky jumping, because you go fucking flying across the map. You're gonna be lucky if you survive the fall damage. You might need to, like, reapply the shield at, like, just the right time in order to not die. It is, without a doubt, one of the most fun gaming experiences I've ever had. And it's still entertaining to this day. It's disappointing to me that Arrowhead decided that Matchka 2 needed to be a functioning game that didn't have buggy problems everywhere. Because it's a good game, but it's not as fun as the original was. Because it actually works. Borderlands 2 loves the speed glitch. You can move with X and make him run faster than Sonic, but only in co-op. Good times. I think I remember doing that at least once. It's pretty good stuff. I mean, Borderlands 2 does have a lot of fun glitches to really just become stupidly overpowered with, like, mixing weapon parts and that shouldn't go together and shit like that. And I don't remember if it was a glitch or an exploit, but, like, you know, use of the grog nozzle for great health regen. Only way to get through overpower levels. It's good stuff. I personally prefer, for my side of buggy chaos, I prefer to put on the randomizer cheat for Borderlands 2. The randomizer Borderlands 2 is so good. I mean, you really are just hunting for the weapon that will just obliterate everything. But it can sometimes be funny to just pick up an SMG and suddenly it, you know, shoots all 250 rounds of your reserve ammo at once in the biggest shotgun shot you've ever seen. Use the slide, inserted. Oh, crispy Mamiya. All 3 slides. The baby and wife are burning. Oh no. Focus on what the projector says. I'm guessing that means pray at the projector. But nothing happened. What? I wasted my pray points for nothing. Okay, so I mean, maybe I just didn't pray hard enough. I didn't try very hard there. There it is. All right, the projector light burst the wall. Laser. Cool. I guess that's a fucking laser of the projector. And Capcom's busy patching glitches into their game releases, make them authentic to the originals. Marvel's Capcom 2 added the Juggernaut glitch back in. Evil Smasher glitch combined with the Vidoff launcher infinite ammo glitch in Borderlands 2. Good times. Yeah, that one was really good. Where does this go? Oh, all the way up here. How pleasant. An item. What works up here? Gold key? Probably not. Okay. Regular key? Regular key, no. The twin key? I'm glad I didn't drop this yet. Okay, get the other boys over here. Take a drink of water. Trying to think if there's any other good glitchy game experiences I've ever had. I know there's got to be some. I don't know. I'm blanking right now. One thing I used to do a bunch of glitchy experiences, and it was like I tried to clip through as many walls as I could while like playing Toontown. It was fun to just eventually end up in the void and, you know, be with all the other cool 13-year-olds that found their way outside of the bounds of the map. Okay, shiny sword, cool. Does any of us have like a long sword that we want to get rid of, or shiny axe, heavy axe? How about you two? Long sword. Okay, Asuka can get rid of this. Oh, we're back here again. Great. Time to go insane from the repetitive music. Ah. Big glitch exploit the character transfer select glitch from Borderlands 1. Character with over 300 item slots and near max skill points without external devices and transfer over to the re-release without issue. Nothing like creating your own New Game Plus and Ultimate Mode combo on your own. X2 is now thanks to the love of glitches and exploits. Yeah, I mean, you know, that can really make a gate as well. A game as well. Okay, well, I don't need the gold key anymore, so I'll take the iron key. Iron key. Next 6 is a party with all of its glitches. Yeah, I always enjoy doing as many glitches as I can in a lot of games. Like, I wanted to when I was younger. I never really fell or went through with the entire idea. But, I did want to do a Pokemon Blue playthrough where I could get, where I would execute as many glitches as I possibly could and, you know, get as many glitch Pokemon in my party as much as I possibly could. I thought that would be, you know, a fun concept, just considering that, you know, all the Gen 1 games are held together with duct tape and dreams. But, I don't know, I ultimately just kind of Pokemoned out and just was like, I'll do it later. You know, and never got around to it. And also, plus now, it's like, okay, having watched Bigathan Yellow's videos on all the glitchmons and RBY, at least the you know, hybrid glitchmon ones, I'm not so sure that it would actually make for as fun of an experience as I'm thinking, because it's just like, wow, a lot of these are gonna be hella unbalanced, huh? I can't have a team of 6 balanced glitchmons. They're only going to be ones that either can't because they have 1 stat, or can and will because they have all stats. Kind of unfortunate. Black Hole Glitch and Smash Melee was epic. Oh yeah, I did that once with one of my friends. That was pretty cool to do. Just to experience the one time. Didn't, you know, what's the competitive viability of the Black Hole Glitch, though? Real questions. No, it is a shame it takes so much to set it up, though. It would be fun to just kind of, you know, randomly pull that out on somebody and be like, hey, deal with this. It's the equivalent of, you know, it's the equivalent of opening a door and throwing a grenade at your friend saying, hey, shit ass, and then closing the door again. That would be great. Oh, fucking child is poisoned. No. And that means that she can't move for some reason. Alright, come on, where's the random encounter? I know there's gonna be one. Could have at least gotten it outside. Yep, no, now I gotta get it with the harder enemies. Oh yeah, Thunder Jacket. That was also pretty cool. I know, right? This game, at least it has that, where it's just like, shit. Status effects? Get ready for your blood to pump, because you are about to hear a metal song. That's the alert. At the very least, Pokemon Gen 5 decided to make it so when you're in danger zone for the health, you no longer hear just annoying beeping, but annoying beeping made into a really kick-ass, you know, track. That's probably the best improvement that Gen 5 had over any other Pokemon generation. Alright, get them over here. Oh, fuck, they're both separated again. Damn it. Please don't get poisoned again. I don't want to have to call the doctor back. Okay, good. Talk to you. Team up again. It's excellent. Cool. That's sex, baby. Alright. Through the curses and the poison. Actually, yeah, if you want to do like if someone wanted to do a full Dragon Force sound font cover of like, I say sound font, but like, you know, Dragon Force styled cover of like the like getting the status effect theme in this game, that'd probably be good. Just take, you know, 2 of the status effects. Through the curses and the poison. That'd be pretty badass. Critical health didn't override any of the Kick-Axe Gym Leader themes. Yeah, you know what? You do have a good point there. That was disappointing. You didn't get to hear half of the, you know, the cool, you know, actually difficult fights music. It's a shame because it really, like, especially with like however the fuck that name is pronounced, his theme gets cut off really hard by the music because of just how hard his dragon type Pokemon hit, and the fact that you're always in low health against his ass, and he has such a good theme, but you're never gonna actually hear it. Get assist. Yeah, that works. Fuck it, why not? Hopefully, at least it's not spelled in, you know, French. That would be impronounceable to the max. And now we had just kind of a kind of progression for music here. Very sewer-like. That's gonna be appropriate too. I don't know what makes this enemy stand out as giant. Doesn't look particularly bigger than anybody else. Maybe it's because he's green. Hulk smash. Oh God. Why did the giant blow wind? You have no wind. What are you gonna do? Like, literally blow on me with your mouth? Like, dude. You ain't from Jack and the Beanstalk. Always leave some outside with this rope. Oh man, I wonder why they could be suggesting such a thing. This room doesn't look weird or suspicious at all. Let's see, get them over here. Actually, yeah, hold on. A taller, probably. Yeah, that's probably all it is. A slight little aesthetic effect. All right. So this is game design. Let's see. Asaka. Look, is it too high? No, it's not high. Too high. Good. Oh wow, and it's even like you literally can't get back out, huh? That's rough. So yeah, peak game design. 1, you step into this room, you're stuck in here for a while. And 2, it really encourages you to split up your team, so that way all of these enemies are going to hit you even harder. And then 3, as you can... Oh, hold on. Oops. Wrong button. And as you'll probably be able to surmise, this room is maybe a little bit of a trap. I guess at least they notify you outside, but if you don't read, then damn, that's really gonna be bad. 3 statues block your path to the outer dimension. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. Green catacombs. That's a good name for this. 3 statues block the path to her outer dimension. Alright. Well, we know where those 3 statues are, so. Anyways, hope you're ready with the rope or the bow, because now you have, for the first time in this game, a timing challenge. Hopefully you can grab your teammates out of the sand before they get sucked into the drink. Because that is instant death. That is instant death down there. No, back. Wrong button. Okay. No. Okay, got one. Use the bow again. Uh-oh. This isn't looking good. There we go. Okay. Yep. Fun. Cool game design. Can't believe they just threw in a... I mean, it is both cool in the fuck you sense, but also cool in the actual, like, okay, they found a way to introduce a timing challenge that you've never had to deal with before. It's just definitely, wow, ouch. Attempting to load out Dimension.bat crashes the game. Apparently, they're doing a very good job as Guardians as a result. They deserve a pay raise. Alright, get everyone else out here. Rescue everybody from the deadly situation. And I'm pretty sure the best part of this is that, and I'll save just so that way I can easily restart out of this. But I'm pretty sure the best part is you can literally just walk back into this fucking room and just be in danger again. So if you fucking forget that this is the room, you're screwed, and things are not gonna go very well for you. The designers were definitely having a laugh with that one. Alright. Dead? No, not dead. It's Mr. Beast! The sand, quick, a rope, help. Alright, well, I guess it's trying to at least tell you on two ends. Hey, asshole, don't just wander into this room all willy-nilly. Actually think about what you're doing. The Pearl Trident. Let's see, what do the other people have on them? Mace, shiny axe. And the mace is kind of old, so we might as well swap it out. Alright. Best described as wibbly woobly. I would describe it as you are walking through a sewer that is a little bit spooky. Oh yeah. This. Glad we showed this off. This is going to be the next enemy on the stream announcement. Look at that shading. Look at those ripples. That is a good fucking sprite. Looks like it's zooted out on all sorts of interesting substances down here. It is also doing the YouTuber react face, too. It's the gross ghost of fled dreams from Yu-Gi-Oh! Gross ghost of fled dreams. Kinda. I can kinda see it. Let me pull it up on stream for VOD watchers. Browse. Ghost. I could kind of see it. I mean, there's obviously the pink and purple hair. That works. It is a skeleton. I guess I would think that this thing has more of a robed appearance rather than, you know. I think that's the only thing really missing, is that the gross ghost is missing, like, a robe. But I guess that's sort of on the bed sheets as well. That's fun. Good trivia. Literally identical. Well, this game's influence knows no bounds. It was just so boundary pushing, you know? I wonder if any items do anything. It's been a long time since I've actually tried to use an item on one of these things. If I had to imagine anything might affect it, it might be the camera. This thing doesn't look like it would want to have its picture taken. It's having a pretty bad hair day. Alright, well, nothing happened there. Alright, well, I think with that now, I'm going to call it a night for today. Despite having a major crash, we did make some good progress. So, we've uncovered more of Lady Mamiya. We saw a picture of the family that was getting crispy as we you know, collected shit from around here. Got some keys. Now we're in a wibbly wobbly sewer, and yeah. I'll see my edits first. I'll look at those off stream. I'm, you know, kind of a little tired for the night, but you know, we can talk about it later. So you know, don't worry, we can talk about it another time. Yeah. So thanks everyone for joining. If you stuck around the stream for this long, We doing more of this next week. I might do a longer stream again. I'll probably do a longer stream again because A, it's Halloween, and B, it's um you know, I did take another day off for next Friday, so we'll see. I might also just try to stream on Friday depending on how quickly we want to get this done. I want to try to get it done before, we move into the next month, but wishful thinking and all that. So yeah, I'll see everyone next week for Mag Mammal and maybe some more Sweet Home next week. So yeah, enjoy your night and happy Halloween. Bye. Should put the GIF in the drive. Yes, I'll do that.